wild, wild. Wicked wild, wicked wild, wicked wild, wild west. Jim West, Desperado, Rough Rider. No, you don't want nada. None of this. Six gunning this, brother running this. Buffalo Soldier. Look, it's like I told
Episode 101, dude.
Let's get it, dude. Are you ready to stunt?
I'm so fucking ready, dude.
How much are you ready to stunt?
I'm trying to peel out, dude. One of those little.
Yo, I listened
big
to.
timer cards, dude.
I was with Baby Girl today, and I played her "Get Rich or Die Trying."
She never heard it before.
Never heard it.
She didn't know the passion.
She was too young, dude.
What?
Yeah, she knew like.
Into club.
Yeah,
of course.
But still, I was like,
she didn't know where it came from.
I was like, you gotta listen to this album, and then I started listening to it with her, and I was like, all right, I'm a fucking loser. What's going on, bro?
Chilling, man. I did a boot camp class with my girlfriend.
You and your girlfriend went to the gym together?
Well, it's not that simple. She has
going to classes together?
She has like exercise anxiety, which I used to have. Like I used to be like real worried about like going to the gym because I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. So she was like, but she was just dreading this class. This is what I didn't know, dude, about like the fucking insane workout circuits of girls. Like I was just like, I had to go. I used to be thinking I was gonna, I used to be nervous to go to the gyms. I thought I was gonna have like a fucking heart attack on the treadmill because I get little heart palpitations. So I'm like, look, well, I'll go to the class. You'll be fine. She was just dreading the actual workout. Was ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
I like was doing it, and I was like, it was just me, her, and just girls. And I was like, why the fuck are these girls working out this hard? This is retarded.
Yeah.
It was, dude, I was in there like, I was just laughing the whole time because I'm like sitting there, and this dude who was teaching the class fucking, as soon as he saw me, he was just kind of like, what are you doing here, dude? You're fucking up my time with like a bunch of girls. And I was just like, and I was like, I was just fucking around. Like, he actually asked me, he was like, do you go to this gym? And I was like, yeah.
Oh, what a dildo.
I had some weird T-shirt on, like cut off cargos, dude. So I'm just like, yeah, come on, dude, come on. My hair's all fucked up.
You probably looked like a complete weirdo.
Me and her looked like crack. I was telling her, I was like, people thought we were probably crackheads, dude, because we were in there, and I was just like, I was laughing the whole time, like fucking around, and like, it was just funny. But, dude, this was like,
honestly,
it was 45 straight minutes of like the most grueling, intense. It was like I was playing like D1 football. It was like,
that's
why
what it
are
is.
girls working out this hard, dude?
Claire did that today.
They don't need to do that.
She went and worked out, and they do like circuits.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Yeah, so it's like box jumps, fucking throwing a medicine ball against the wall, doing fucking like. She explained the workout. I was like, damn, dude, I did that, and I hated it.
Yeah, man.
I hated it so much. I haven't worked out in 10 years.
It was literally
sucked.
It was as intense as high school football conditioning. I was just like, why? And it's all for the love of sweet treats, dude. I'm like, if you guys just stop meeting each other, like, let's get fair, it's like you don't have to work out like a fucking D1 prospect, dude. And dude, the guy was doing their kettlebell thrust. So it's just like the one where you pick up a kettlebell and like throw your hips out.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, like it's just like literally,
yeah.
You just go like, it's humping, dude.
Yes.
It's weighted humping, and this guy is just going.
Yeah, you hump like your forearm.
This guy was push your forearm. This guy was like fucking hit, and the whole time I'm tapping Brittany. I'm like, dude, he's fucking, and like, cause one girl was like really into this dude. I could tell.
Oh, nice.
So the whole time tapping her, I'm like, oh my god.
Damn, that's some guy's baby girl going to the gym, staring at some fucking douche,
this guy,
humping a kettlebell.
He was a jacked manlet.
What a nightmare
He was a jacked manlet.
Nightmare world we live in. Baby girl's just out here cheating on you nonstop.
I think this girl, she could have had a boyfriend.
Women need to stop having sexual desires, unless it's for me.
For sure, absolutely.
That's my mentality. Women need to not want sex unless it's me.
Well, it does depress me slightly to like be so cliche as to being like, oh my god, the guy who teaches the boot camp class. It's like, you want to get into this psycho's fucking world, dude?
Yeah, true. Also, I want to go back.
Watching himself in the mirror the whole time and his pecs on top of you, just like, oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's. I want to go back to you and your girl both dressed and look like crackheads.
Yeah, she wore sweatpants during the whole workout.
Yeah, so this is gonna make me. This is a kind of a racist comment, but if I see an interracial couple, and they're dressed like crackheads, I'm like, they're 100%. Like that's why they're together. They joined forces.
I could feel.
They like need to get their fix, dude. So they joined forces on their quest. So like normally we wouldn't team up, but we have bigger fish to fry.
Exactly, dude. I was like telling her, I was like, everyone thought we were crackheads in there because we would like during the workout. There was this one Asian girl who every single time in between the station would stop and like. She was peeking. I'd catch her peeking at us the whole time.
She was.
Like, what the fuck?
She's peaky.
She was peaky blinding us, dude. Like
what?
It was the funniest thing because in my head I'm laughing like, what are these girls doing, dude? Are they this fucking? Is this how lonely it gets, dude? The professional girl You're out. You don't know. You want to have kids, but you want to be a feminist.
Bro.
You don't want to lose. Why do I want to have kids? I'm fighting my body. Women shouldn't be the ones raising kids. It should be anyone. And all you can do is just 1,000 Spider-Man push-ups, dude, while this weird jacked manlet stands over you humping a kettlebell.
You're really making good gains. You look good.
Thank you. I was in there watching it just like, this is fucking insane. And then the whole time showing off my girlfriend doing the jump rope, like crisscrossing the rope.
Crisscrossing.
I was fucking crushing
Hell
it.
yeah.
I was crushing it.
The world women live in must be just like the pressures to like imagine getting on Instagram and every person you see is like hot as fuck.
And you cared.
And you can't like if I see a hot dude on Instagram, I'm instantly just like, what a fucking douche, dude. Like what a douche. It's hilarious. But like if you're a chick, you're like, damn, that's the goal. That's what I should be.
Yeah.
Like I can get on and look at the fucking Rock, dude. Fuck the Rock.
Exactly.
I'll see that guy and be like, what a fucking tool.
What a loser. When a girl opens up Instagram and sees a girl who she perceives as being more attractive than her with like more likes and all this stuff, I think they literally, it's like they get the feeling of someone walking by them and like pushing them out of the way and standing in front of them. They're like, oh God.
What if Instagram was just chill ass, funny, fucking cool dudes? Like every time you got on it was just a cooler dude than you. It's just like, oh fuck.
That would
what
kill
the
me.
Fuck?
That would kill me, dude. Some guy's like hits me with a take on like the Trump bomber and I'm like, fuck, that's so funny. I catch my girlfriend watching that. I'm like, why'd you like that? What's going on?
Why would you like that guy's stuff? My stuff's funny. I was looking at your Instagram, dude. Did you notice that?
I just saw it
you
this
had
morning.
90 likes.
I love that, dude.
So fun. Matt has a picture of a dead possum, and underneath it, it's like the Easter Bunny delivered all his treats and then found a nice place to die. It's so fucking funny to lie down and die, dude. It's so funny.
Yeah, my Instagram is popping.
Me and baby girl were laying in bed going through your Instagram
so
last night,
funny.
and then we were watching all your old videos, the like go out and vote one. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, I looked back through that when you brought that to my attention. I have like ones where I'm just like yelling at dudes nodding out.
Oh,
and
the
shit,
dude nodding out, and you're like, Monday motivation, and you're like, yeah, bro, get up, wake up,
like,
bro. And he's like, sorry, man. It's a guy
trying.
nodding out. And then you have a picture of your dog like sleeping, and you're like, nodding out.
Nod squad, dude.
Check out Matt's fucking Instagram. It's
Yeah, check it out. Dude, every
truly
time you say that,
hilarious.
I do get like, I'll like wake up in the morning and be like, what the fuck? Why do I have this many notifications? I'm like, oh fuck, I talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah,
and
it's so
like,
fucking funny.
it's too funny.
It's such a glimpse into your world.
Yeah.
Of just like driving around. There's one of like two dudes rolling a blunt on the steps. You start yelling at them. I mean, the Possum Easter Bunny one I think is my favorite.
That is.
And the best is if you go back to your older stuff, like where you were being funny, like because recently, the last like year and a half, it's been all dog pics.
This is what showing
Hilarious,
dogs. Yeah.
hilarious dog pics.
Yeah.
But then if you go back to when you were doing like bits, it gets like 4 likes.
I know.
And it makes it even funnier.
I know.
No one, you got a goatee. You're like, look at this nice man, dude. He's got a nice goatee. Whoa, shit, he's got a mullet. It's
I forgot I had a mullet for a while.
So funny. I forgot you had a mullet too.
Fuck, dude.
You need to get that mullet back.
I couldn't handle that mullet, dude.
That's
That
a lot.
mullet was so much power on.
That's a lot of responsibility.
That was a lot of responsibility.
Rocking a mullet publicly is a lot of responsibility.
That was
You can't do
fucking
anything serious. If you have a mullet, it's party
I
time.
mean, you can do something serious, but it's mainly like you can frame out a house and be like an Ecuadorian. People will take you serious
True.
as a mulleted man. As a white mulleted man, people are like,
White mulleted man is like, you should be chugging light beer right now.
Yeah,
And just getting rowdy.
if you don't have, yeah, I mean, yeah, because I was saying you have to have like paint stains all over your clothes, which I can get, but I remember when I used to pop the ponytail out of the back of my hat and go paint houses with the Spud Man dude, and like he literally when he came and picked me up the one day, he was like, dude, I didn't even know that was you. I was like, who is this fucking majestic beast standing on the side of the road?
Rocking a ponytail out of the back of a hat and going to the gym is
Oh,
the
yeah,
craziest
dude.
thing you've ever done.
That was sick.
Going to the gym and then your workout consisted of like street workout. It was like pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups.
I've never recovered from the Rough Rider workout tape. Remember the Rough Riders did a workout video where they just go to jungle gyms and do like
Yeah, they would go
pull-ups
on to like street lights and shit.
Yeah.
Like the crossing.
It's just pull-ups on different things. It's a Rough Rider workout
sick.
thing.
They did that in that whole video. The fucking Rough Riders Anthem video was in like a gravel pit on top of like school buses.
DMX was real into getting. There's a thing I think in New York specifically. It's like a street workout where you like go to bars and it's like kind of gymnastics. It's like stepping up to the streets, gymnastic style.
Yeah.
Where you do like cool tricks on the bars and like you get just like swole.
You
as
get
fuck.
so much street cred.
Yeah, oh dude, when you do cool workouts outside, it's fucking sick.
That's what Russians do.
True.
Russians are on the same thing. That's why they're good at gymnastics.
Oh yeah, because they're definitely just
all they do is
jumping around
lift
and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you ever look at Russian workouts?
Yeah, it is always very
Russian
weird.
get up. That's a kettlebell exercise that I try to
kettlebells.
do, and I'm like, my body doesn't understand the point of this.
Yeah, well,
I just like stand up with a kettlebell, and I'm like, I think I'm doing this. Like, I don't understand this.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, so I was jacked for 3 days after I did that workout. In my head, I was just walking around like, oh my god,
you're swole as fuck.
I was like, I can just do boot camp once a week, dude.
You could. I mean, if you did that once a week, that would be a good workout.
It's unhealthy. It's unhealthy to work out that hard, especially like coming in from like girls. Like, I got to work out. I'll do a boot camp class, and some dude is just like hitting you with the fucking Auschwitz, just hitting you with like it's like ridiculous.
Hitting you with the Auschwitz?
Yeah, he's hitting you with that full fucking like workout till you die shit. And it's like, yeah,
he's like, hard work will set you free, dude.
Take a walk, man. Take a little walk.
That'd be sick to have that written in a gym.
Hard work will set you free. It's got to be in a gym, dude.
I think work will set you free was what they wrote on at labor camps.
And they used to make them carry rocks pointlessly from one side to the other.
I mean, that's CrossFit. That's why the Jews got so fucking cut.
You think they fucking...
Did you see them when they liberate those camps? Those Jews
they were
cut.
dried out, dude. They were ripped, dude. They look so good.
So much lean muscle.
God damn, dude. I'm so excited for you to see me dried out this summer, dude.
I hope you get holocausted. And I'll give you a chocolate bar when I liberate you, and you'll die from it.
Yeah, I'll eat it, and I'll fucking throw up and pass out.
Yeah.
There was like dudes who got out of the concentration camps. Didn't they just like get out and just like wild the fuck out?
I mean, I would.
I know I would have too. Apparently, some of them like got out and said like they just went like full fucking haywire, and just I don't know if they got in trouble or what. I don't know what you do with a guy fresh out of a cons camp.
Yeah, straight out of conch, dude.
Straight out of conch hockey.
If you get straight out of conch, dude, you're fucking rowdy.
I would imagine.
You know what? You never hear about that.
I've read a small thing, and I always thought they all just got out and like post marathon, put the foil blanket on, were like, thank you. But like apparently some of them got out and were like, they ate a couple bowls of soup and were like, dude, fuck this. We're about to go fuck someone up and have people like, yo, you gotta chill. And they're like, how and why do we have to chill?
That was a pretty great injustice that just happened to us. I think I'm gonna kill someone.
Yeah, literally, like I'm gonna go find some Germans and fucking kill them. And I'm sure some of them did it. And it was like,
yeah, the Jews, they don't fucking forget, bro.
No, dude, they don't like that.
You ever see? We've talked about Munich before.
No.
That was the Olympic. A bunch of Palestinians, I think, killed the Israeli Olympic team.
Was this recently?
No, it was like in the 70s.
Okay.
Maybe 60s, maybe 50s. I don't fucking know.
About that.
They're fired up though. And then the Jewish dude, I'm so fucking retarded today. I don't know why.
Why?
But I can't think. I don't know. I feel like I'm hungover and I didn't get fucked up last night.
I hate that. It happens to me.
Yeah,
It happened to me from fucking boot camp, dude. I had a 2-day hangover from boot camp.
I mean, 2 days ago I got real fucked up, so I might be just coming down. Yesterday I wasn't that hungover, and then today it feels like I am. It was party time 2 nights ago.
What'd you do?
Fucking,
we were partying hard.
Yeah, partying
hard. Hardy.
Partied too hard.
Woo.
And then, in Munich they just tracked down the guys who did it for 30 years.
Oh, and they killed them.
Kill every single one of the terrorists that did it.
Shit. Yeah, I did hear about that.
Fucking sick.
That is good,
They just don't forget.
I'd like to think I'd have wilded out of the concentration camp.
You would?
I don't know, man. But then someone hits you, like, they were freezing, dude. Freezing. And someone hits me with a blanket, I might be like, fuck it, dude. I'm chilling.
Yeah, I mean, but you also got to figure, like, your family got ripped apart.
Died.
You saw them. That's the hardest. That's the. I mean, I think
true.
the hardest part about the Holocaust. No,
me personally.
Yeah, me personally, from my experience with hardship, my incredibly hard life. Just the footage of like ripping people's families apart. You know how they always show that like at the trains where it's like women go this way, men go this way. And it's like you gotta say goodbye to them,
daughters and wives.
Like, I'd see you.
Yeah, and you get out and you're like, sweet, we're all out, and it's like, yeah, no, all the rest of your family died.
Yeah, they all didn't make it.
Yeah. I definitely.
I would have come out fit.
You would have looked.
I would have come out and they'd be like, "Damn, was this guy?" I think I've talked about this. They'd be like, "Was this guy a guard?" He was definitely a guard, dude. He's jacked now.
Fucking beach body, dude.
Yeah, I look good. Dude.
You would have came out with just flexing, dude. No, you'd become emaciated pretty quickly. You'd have got.
Also, I think every time I watch Holocaust footage, I'm like, "Damn, you just had your dong out." You know, they're always naked.
That's true.
It's always like, damn. But, I mean, obviously at that point, you don't give a fuck.
No,
But every time I see that, I'm like, that sucks.
Well, it's
you gotta
funny.
be naked in front of everyone.
I was just reading something about this, how, like, the people who wrote from like the Holocaust, the Gulag guys, they've been saying that people who write from that said like morality is a complete illusion. Like as soon as you take away the people's like base rights, he's like it's instant turn into animals. There was that story from I think it was the Holocaust where if you didn't wear a hat or something, like if you lost your hat, they would kill you. So you put a hat on, and then the one night this guy, the guard, like knocked his while he was sleeping, someone stole his hat or like they knocked his hat off or something happened. I forget what it was. So it was the next day, he's like, "Fuck, man! If I don't have a hat, I'm gonna die." So when someone like one of his friends was sleeping, he just took his friend's hat. Popped it on. They did the roll call. His friend was like, "I don't know what hat it is," and they just took him out in front of everyone. He's like, "I remember watching them just shooting my friend," and I was just like, "Sweet, thank God."
Yeah,
it wasn't me.
I think the worst part of in the book Night, they're in the train cars and somebody throws a loaf of bread in, and a dad picks it up and his son beats him to death for it.
Fuck.
Beats him to death for it, and while he's beating him to death, his dad's like, "It's me, like stop."
He's just like, no.
Brutal.
I need that bread, bro.
You gotta get this bread, dude. Rise and grind.
He beats the fuck out of his dad. He's like, what the fuck? This is multigrain?
Yeah, that's funny. That's there's a bunch of memes going around about get this bread.
Yeah, dude.
It's like ducks and fucking rise and grinders. They should also include Jews in the Holocaust.
Yeah, man.
Get this fucking bread.
Get this fucking challah, dude.
We gotta get this bread and
we gotta
gruel.
rise and grind, dude.
We gotta rise and grind.
They're gruel. They might have. This
is a bad episode.
This is a great episode. They ate the weakest fucking gruel too. They would just give him like hot water. They give him like stone soup. And they're like, if you did you remember stone soup?
No.
We had to make it in grade school. People used to like they would boil hot when people got so hungry they would boil just fucking hot water and rocks and they used to call it stone soup. And I guess you just get the minerals out of the rocks, drink the broth. We like made it one day in grade school. I was like, this is fucking pointless. I remember like I'm not eating this shit.
Yeah, well, they were preparing you for the gulags.
So I have 2 packs of Dunkaroos, dude. I have not.
Yeah, it's like at 11, I'm getting a fucking Dunkaroo.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? At 11, I'm gonna fucking bully a kid out of his Dunkaroos.
We definitely grew up in the golden age of snacks, dude.
Absolutely.
Like before anyone had any idea that like sugar was bad. I used to eat like maybe 500 grams of sugar a day.
Fun Dip?
Yeah, dude.
It was literally just a bag of sugar with a sugar stick.
The kids in my baseball team in grade school used to snort pixie sticks. No bullshit, dude.
Damn,
it was like I was at a sleepover.
They are all dead now.
I was
Every one of them is fucking dead. Snorting pixie sticks?
Everyone who snorted pixie sticks definitely had a brief problem for a little bit.
Me and my friends used to smoke paper.
Smoking paper was
Loose
sick,
leaf?
dude. That was sick.
We would smoke paper.
Smoking paper was tight.
It's probably so bad.
It's horrible for you. We used to get sugar packets and tea bags and like smoke tea bags, smoke sugar. But when I was little, we used to like smoke just stuff.
Yeah.
Same thing. We find like straw and fucking light it up. Be like, ugh. Just like, oh my god, dude, that's so harsh. Smoking non-cigarette objects is sick, dude.
That is a sick move. I'm gonna go back to that. Just roll up fucking loose leaf. After a show, I'll stand out front and just smoke paper.
You'll get 302.
People will be like, "You all right, man?"
Dude, this is sick.
Yeah, that's yeah. When you're a kid, you do just full fucking retarded.
Oh, it's awesome, dude. That was so much fun. We used to like wake up, smoke. I would like take a couple tet leaves from my mom. We'd like smoke a tea bag in the woods. Be like, fuck, dude, it's not working. And like throw something at a beehive, run away, start a fire, and then be like, sick. It's dinner time.
That hamburger helper.
Oh,
let's fucking go. Then you go eat like garbage.
Yeah, you would drink like fucking like the Minute Maid shit out of a can. I'd be like, fuck yeah, mom made lemonade. It was just fucking
dude.
sugar.
My family never had good snacks ever.
Yeah,
never had good snacks. And then I'd go to my friend's house and just unload.
Of like, well, my mom was a health nut, so like she would get like it was funny because my mom would be like, I'm gonna get healthy cereal, get us berry kicks, and I'd be like, fuck, which isn't that
berry
healthy?
Berry kicks is great.
They're not that healthy. That was like a treat. We would get berry kicks, corn pops. She started slipping a little bit. But they would get. If I got my hands on sugary cereal as a kid, I would
eat the whole box,
4 fucking bowls instantly. I had to.
The worst was when my dad. I could always tell when my dad was the one who went shopping. He would get groceries. He's such a fucking dickhead. He would get like off-brand Kellogg's.
Damn, that's some
like
bullshit.
Off-brand cornflakes.
Dude, I would love to bring that.
I'd rage against him, dude. Like, Dad, you fucking start crying.
There's probably nothing better than bringing home your family just like some
your
shit.
Little fat kid, your fat son, and be like, here, eat this nutritional shit. He cries.
Yeah, my mom, even her, like, she's healthy, but the shit we ate when I was little was like, I'd eat like literally bagel bites, SpaghettiOs.
Yeah.
I ate nothing in high school but pretzels and Cheese Whiz. Soft pretzels, cheese whiz. Every single day. Soft pretzels, cheese whiz. I'd bring a lunch, eat it like second period, and be like, fuck, I'm hungry. And I would $1.60. It was like $1.75. I get 3 soft pretzels. And I go, can I just have a half a cup of cheese, please? And the old lady can never do a half cup. She'd hit me with a full cup. And I'm like, yo.
Got her. This Ocean's 11 shit.
Dude, it was sick. So yeah, I ate every day. And in my head, I was like, fuck yeah, dude, this is low fat. I'm pretty healthy. That's why I'm ripped right now. Dude, it was so fucking funny.
Yeah, those are the days. Those are the days.
That was fun.
But, yeah, so how are you?
Chilling, dude.
You doing good? I haven't seen you in a week.
Oh, yeah. It has been a week.
Literally every episode is, I have not seen you in a week.
Yeah, but it was a week in some days. Mm-hmm. So, it seems like 2 weeks.
Yeah, a couple of the boys are getting rowdy, wondering where the cast was.
Dude.
It's like, dude, come on, man. I'm out here trying to get this bread.
Yeah, dude.
We're both out here grinding.
I'm trying to beat my dad to death, dude.
Yeah. I'm trying to...
We should burglarize our respective parents.
Yeah?
No, it'd be the perfect job, dude. Actually, my dad chucked up some cams. He chucked up a couple cams recently.
Do you want to... I'll burglarize your family.
That's a good move,
my family.
dude. That's a good move.
Your family's strapped, though, aren't they?
Yeah, I got some guns.
Yeah, my dad only has one rifle.
Yeah,
he would miss.
You could just catch them in like the middle of the day and just walk. The
doors
open.
Yeah, you just walk right in.
You could go burglarize them pretty easily.
What would you steal?
From my house?
Yeah. I'd steal that rabbit. You guys still got that rabbit?
Rabbit's dead, bro.
The rabbit died with the fucked up teeth?
Rabbit's dead.
How'd it die?
R.I.P. General neglect, probably. No, it was old as fuck. My brother bought that for my little sister when she was like a little girl.
What was wrong? What was his name?
Oh, fuck, man, I can't remember.
You remember its name, dude?
Dude, we've had so many animals, dude. I can't remember my animals' names. I forget it was I don't remember, dude, but it had it came with a genetic defect. It was supposed to be a small little rabbit, and my brother, it was a very dishonest rabbit merchant. Sold him like a monster rat. This thing got huge, and it had this defect or a defect where its teeth would grow and then curl up. It was crazy, dude. So you had to clip and shave its teeth. So everyone was like, "Fuck it, dude. We're not shaving this rabbit's teeth." So you had a weird mastodon, dude, who just and he would just run around our house and hop on your lap. It was so weird.
Dishonest rabbit merchant.
Yeah, dude, they're fucking brutal. They're like gremlin dealers, dude. But yeah, so that's been pretty much it, man. That and Megyn Kelly got fired.
Oh yeah.
That?
What she was like? I don't think doing blackface is that bad or something.
She was defending blackface, dude. Which
that's a good hill to die on, dude.
Oh my god,
I'll defend blackface till I die.
That's such a funny. But you know what happened really? Because I listened to it. She was trying to really talk about sorry, I was actually pulling it up. She was trying to really talk about people getting whacked out about Halloween costumes.
And how when you were younger,
the train started rolling, and for some reason she went on to blackface. I have it right here; I can play it. She went on to blackface, and then was like, and then and black kids would do whiteface too, and it's like, you mean skeleton costume,
you mean fucking dead presidents for 3 years?
Yeah. I don't think they were doing white. Only maybe the Wayans brothers. That was it. There was no young black kids who were like, trick or treat, I'm white. And everyone was like, nice.
Look at you. No, you're not. You can be us. Here's a fucking Twix.
Oh my! How did you? So where'd you guys? How'd you guys find this neighborhood? That's
yeah. Oh, you guys heard about the king size candy bars, didn't you?
This is what happened with her.
On inappropriate Halloween costumes.
But what is racist? Because truly, you do get in trouble if you are a white person who puts on blackface for Halloween, or a black person who puts on whiteface for Halloween. Back when I was a kid, that was okay as long as you were dressing up as a character.
In a statement, NBC
what the fuck?
So she was trying to be I think she was trying to say you can be if you're an Indian costume, or I was a ninja for 6 years straight. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, dude. I
would try to go as I would get a mask, and then literally after 2 houses, I'd be like, I'm fucking dying in this thing. It's just sweaty as fuck.
I couldn't do masks. Yeah. I couldn't do a mask. So she was trying to take on the whole people should be able to be you can be Raiden for Halloween. You can be.
Did she say Raiden?
No, she didn't say Raiden. I think it seemed like she was from that vein, but she was like, when I was little. People dress up in blackface. And it's no, they didn't, Megyn Kelly. You're 40. There was no minstrel costumes where you walked around. You're
Yeah, I would imagine what she was trying to say was it's funny now that we're all fucking obsessed with Halloween costumes. And like, the basic point of like, all right, we're obviously too sensitive right now.
But dude, yes, but her verbiage. You know how, like,
yeah.
Like we know this from doing the podcast. So like you can feel like, oh man, this isn't going well.
Here's a point I'm trying to make.
You're on live TV, and you're just like, and then she heard herself say blackface, and she was like, fuck.
Also whiteface.
And also whiteface.
Black kids did whiteface, and that was cool. That was fine. Fuck, I'm fired, aren't I? Like, yeah, dude, get your shit.
My thing is, I'm okay with her getting fired because if you're getting that much money to be on TV and talking, and you defend, I don't think she was really standing up for blackface. I think she fucked up, but it's like, hey, you had a nice run.
Yeah.
You stood up for, you inadvertently defended blackface. No hard feelings. Here's your here's 2 checks for the week.
Wow,
you're gone.
It's such a funny way to end an illustrious career.
Dude, to just be like, well, I had blackface.
Oh my god.
She stood up for blackface.
Yeah,
and
she should get fired. That's like somebody like in a forklift, you knock over an entire shelf.
Dude, if you drive the forklift off the loading dock, dude,
you're
it's
fired.
like, yeah, man, hey, no hard feelings, bro.
Yeah, you fucked up. We're gonna find someone who won't do that. That's it.
I would love for the next guy to be in the mirror, just like, all right, just don't talk about blackface.
Yeah, shadow boxing. How do you... Coons. Fuck.
I think that's the thing you've said before about, like, imagine being in a situation and just yelling out like racial slurs and like, why am I doing this? Something happened, man. That was like a televised slight mental breakdown.
Was that on CNN? What was that on? She was on Fox for a while, NBC? But I think she moved.
Yeah, I think she moved. What the fuck was she on? NBC. Oh no, NBC was the one who covered it. So I don't know what she was on, like Today Show.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was taped on. I don't know. She was on a major network and she stood up for people's rights to do blackface. She's like, nobody cared. It's like, yeah, people probably would have. When you were a little kid, people are probably like,
what the fuck is that?
That'd be tight if they like go into her thing and it's like, yeah, our Megan did blackface. That was her costume every single time.
If she did blackface every year.
She probably did have a couple blackface Halloween costumes like in the chamber, and she's like, "Fuck, I'm gonna get racist me too." Fuck. She's like, "I gotta get in front of this.
Get in front of this. I gotta get in front of this. You know what? Honestly, I think as a country, we need to come together and agree. Blackface isn't that bad. What? What did you say?
Why'd you stick up for blackface right now?
Nothing. I'm just whiteface. They do whiteface.
Dude, that's the funniest recovery of it all.
Yeah.
Being like, well, then the black kids in our neighborhood, it's like...
Yeah, the black kids in your neighborhood, yeah, Megyn Kelly, you fucking rich cunt.
Yeah, and the black kids in your neighborhood were doing whiteface and being like, howdy, y'all, the trick or treat. Yeah.
First off, if there was a black kid in her neighborhood, they were doing whiteface their entire lives. You know what I mean? They were like...
That wasn't Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween's the shit, though. It's very spooky. Dude. We haven't even talked about how spooky.
Did I send you that thing? I tagged you in something on Instagram.
Yeah, I commented.
The Cheetos, dude.
The Cheetos were very spooky. Did you see the comment?
I didn't see what you said.
I said, "Fucking bag of bones gives me the willies." Bag of bones Cheetos gave me the willies. Bad. This is funny, and she'll be upset about this, but I had a conversation with my lady last night, my beautiful baby girl.
Yeah.
And it was. She was like, "You don't think ghosts are real?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't."
Wait,
she's a firm believer in the spirits and phantoms.
Okay,
you are too, though, right?
My thing is, I don't believe in them, but I'm scared of them.
True. I would be like, ghosts aren't fucking real, and then I'd lay down at night and be like, "Yo, my bad, ghosts."
I don't believe in ghosts when I'm with. I believe in ghosts when I'm by myself. If I'm not with anyone, I've definitely geared myself. Like, there's been multiple conversations I have with myself. I'm in my basement. I'm like, dude, if a fucking ghost shows up, it's like he's not necessarily going to hurt me. He might show me some cool shit, and I'm like, it's cool. I'm cool with ghosts. If you're around here, I'm not against you guys.
All the time.
I'm not against you guys.
I was just kidding, ghosts. You're definitely in my room right now. But so we had this conversation, and she explained a time where she saw a ghost.
Okay.
And it was just sleep paralysis.
Just about to
say. It was 100% sleep paralysis. So she was like, I was laying in bed at my friend's house that was haunted.
And you're like, wait, what was her friend's name?
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck was he? She was like, her name's Sarah, you asshole. I'm like, I'm not jealous. But she said she heard in the other room, like, just loud bangs, like someone was just fucking this office up. There was an office next to her, and she was like, I was the only one that was home. Okay. And so she heard, like, someone just swiping a desk, like, just trashing this room. And then she heard the footsteps walk down the hall. And then she heard the footsteps walk towards her door and just stand there. Mm-hmm. And that's when she looked up and saw a shadowy figure standing there.
Yeah.
And then it walked away. And I was like, did you see it walk away, or is that when you kind of felt like, she was like, I was going to sleep when this happened.
Okay.
And I was like, you had sleep paralysis. That's sleep paralysis.
Then she said she saw that and then just passed out afterwards?
Well, no. She was like, I don't remember. And I was like, that's because you were asleep when it happened. And it feels like you're awake, and it feels like it's not a dream at all.
Yeah.
And like you can see everything in the room. You're awake. And I was like, sometimes when people have it, that's exactly what they experience. Like they hear like loud banging noises, and then they see a fucking shadowy figure.
Mm-hmm. I had that. I had people like.
And she thought I was trying to disprove her. She thought I was like.
No.
I was like, no. What you had was real.
Yeah.
That's a real. I mean, they just call it sleep paralysis. That could be a fucking ghost.
Yeah.
I had a fucking ghost attack me.
Exactly.
And I woke up and I was like, that was a sleep paralysis.
Yeah, exactly. I had that the one time. I had a bunch of times, but the one time was like literally 3 shadowy figures standing over my bed, and I woke up from sleep paralysis, saw them for about 10 seconds while I was awake, and was like, and then they go away, and I was just like, oh God, thank God.
Yeah.
So I mean, that could be like
when I had it, I woke up and still thought it was real. Like I couldn't differentiate from when I was asleep and when I was awake.
Yeah.
So I thought it was still walking around in my basement, and I tried to fight it.
Yeah, it's your waking brain still, like your brain's awake, but you're still like on that dream hallucination.
And it happens when you're falling asleep. A lot of times.
Yeah, mine happens when I'm like
when you're sliding into REM.
Mine happens when I wake up in the middle of sleep, and then I go back. Yeah, exactly, like you said, falling back to sleep. I fall back to sleep, and I have like.
And she was like, "I was going to sleep when it happened." I was like, you had sleep paralysis, and it seems like the realest thing in the world. Like, I didn't know what sleep paralysis was when it happened to me.
Yeah.
So I just was like, that was real.
So you were a ghost hunter for a while.
I was like, that was a demon one night that attacked me.
And you just have to keep it cool.
I didn't tell anyone. I was like, dude, you keep that one to yourself, dude. You don't want to tell people you're possessed.
That'll follow you too.
Yeah, and then I looked at it. I was Googling creepy Wikipedia articles. I suggest you do that. It's the Halloween season. You can go, if you Google creepy Halloween, creepy Halloween or creepy fucking Wikipedia articles.
I might.
There's a list of like 200 of them. They're fucking sick.
Just for Halloween.
Well, I mean, you can do it for the Halloween spirit,
or just for whatever.
Damn,
dude. So she wouldn't admit that she was having that. She was
well,
like.
Every person I've ever been around thinks I'm a dickhead. So.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, it's starting to get to me.
Yeah, but it's also, especially if it's something as in like, as simple as like maybe just pushing back on a ghost story a little bit.
Yeah, I know, but
because it's like, then what do you have to do? Like, because it's one thing to bend on stuff, be like, all right, maybe I'll ease up on things. If someone's hitting you with a ghost story, it's like, well, I can kind of.
I'm like, there's probably an explanation for this because it wasn't a ghost.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You know,
yeah, that's annoying. That's a tough. You're 30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 is about the time when you start to see all your life cycles. You get old enough to where you're like,
yeah, I remember that.
Wait, I've been here before.
Yeah.
I've been doing that hard. And I used to be like, fucking girls are crazy. Every girl I date is nuts. And then I'm just like, after like 6 relationships like that, I'm like, oh fuck, dude.
Yeah,
I'm the fucking ringleader of the circus, dude.
Yeah, she's been telling me like you're a bully, like you're mean to people, and I'm like, you're like the 10th person today told me that. Like, yeah, maybe it is me.
I mean, bullying's fun,
I don't think I'm a bully though.
No, but dude, I've existed
There's
outside.
me doing exactly what I said. I was like, I'm not a bully though.
Well, here's what I've learned, that the majority of people aren't, I would say the majority of the civilized world who I would say works in an office or is like very career driven, or I don't even want to necessarily put it on that. They have a way of relating to people that doesn't exactly jive with how you or I would. Where like I was talking to this dude, like there's shit people say now that I'm working in like a civilized environment that I just want to all day long. Like this, like I work with a dude,
call him out for being.
I work with a dude who calls his girlfriend his partner, and it fucking bothers me so much. And I'm always like, I thought he was talking about a dude the whole time. I'm like, all right, dude's gay, cool. I'm like, chilling on that. And he's like, then she, and I'm like, how the fuck do you call your girlfriend your partner? To say like that, like fucks me up. And then like we're doing a thing yesterday. It's there was like a little kid out. Someone's like, hey, like we got to do a meeting. My kid's here. I'm like, yeah, man, it's fine. And this dude kept like trying to talk to this kid in a way that was so bizarre. It was just so weird. And he was like, we were all like laughing afterwards. He's like, yeah, that kid loved me, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, that kid didn't want nothing to do with you, bro. It's like, the kid was sitting there playing on his fucking iPad. He was having a good time. You were just distracted.
That's the thing.
He goes, he was like, yeah, but I was giving him M&Ms. I'm like, well, you got to be careful of that strategy, bro. That's a tried and true. And dude, I was with 2 people. They both looked at me like, why would you say that? And I was just like, I thought it was a fucking slam dunk, dude.
Yeah. You mean that home run I just hit?
Yeah.
Why would I go yard?
I'm like, yeah, dude, it is effective giving kids candy, but you got to kind of watch how you work that one, dude.
You might end up getting your dick sucked. You gotta watch that. That old fucking candy for work, that works out bad sometimes.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, yeah. Unless you're like 80, dude, fucking steer clear of that one.
I mean, you just telling me that guy called his girlfriend partner is
it bothers me immensely.
knocking around my brain right now. I hate it so much.
I sit there and I'm like, fuck, man, I can't. There's no one I can be like, dude, what the fuck why is he saying? I just have to sit there and I'm like, all right, this is normal. But yeah, there's a lot of the world, dude, that doesn't really.
Yeah, because if that was one of our friends that said partner,
oh my god,
we would eviscerate them.
Oh my god, dude.
And it'd be like, yeah, it's like, what are you, a fucking cowboy, dude? What are you talking about?
What are you guys, a crime fighting duo?
What are you, fucking T.I., dude? Is this your partner? What are you fucking talking about?
I know, dude.
Good lord, dude.
I know.
And like, what are you? Because I don't know. This all seems kind of arrogant and cunty to be like, this is how we think, and it's different. But it's like, you look at when I hear people say shit like that, it's like, what's your motive on that? What are you trying to portray yourself as somebody who's enlightened and says, well, this is my partner?
Well, I think
it's like, no, you're a fucking bitch.
I think it's part. What I'm thinking is, I think it's part of degenderizing relationships. So you're not being like,
which is,
you don't want to normalize. Be like, well, this is my girlfriend.
Yeah, it's your bitch, dude. That's your fucking.
Well, that
lady.
like kind of
baby girl.
That's your baby, dude.
That's
your
best
bitch, dude.
That's your bottom
That's
fucking
what I always
bitch.
call. I always say whenever I go anywhere with my girlfriend, I'm like, I'm just so happy to take my best girl out, dude. She's like, will you stand me? I'm your best girl. Like, dude, I think it has to do with like degenderizing and taking away like the power concepts of like boyfriend and like that's just my. It's like, no, dude.
That was the conversation I was just having with baby girl, and I know literally everything I've talked about so far has been
that's what's on your mind.
I'm in
bro.
my head about it because every single time I bring that up, I get like a phone call from my sister that's like, "Shut up about baby girl." I'm like, "This is just who I've been hanging out with." So these are the conversations.
This is what you're currently. Yeah, exactly.
But she's a waitress, so she was like, she went to a table once. It was outside of Princeton, so it was a bunch of professors, and she was like. So when she went to take their orders, she was like, we'll go ladies first. Just start with you.
Yeah.
And another lady that was sitting at the table was like, well, we're going to start with the men first because we're not sexist. She was just like, okay. So like we got into a
she said that to the lady, ladies first?
Yeah, she was the waitress, so she was like...
That's on those dudes. That dude should have been like, Barbara, fucking take
Barbara,
it easy, man.
Could
Shut
you
up.
not be a cunt for 5 fucking minutes and order your tortellini?
Was she kidding? I guess she wasn't kidding.
No, I know that's what I said. I was like, did she say it like in an aggressive way? And she was like, yeah, it was not a joke.
What the fuck?
And then we started talking about how people are trying to do this, like the degenderize and shit. And it's just like, that's when I was like, it's cliche, but it's like, we need a fucking war.
Yeah.
We need some bombs to start dropping and then see how quickly people are like, should we start with women? Are you sure we should? It's like, nah, dude, we got to hurry up and eat. There's fucking shit going on.
Yeah, it's definitely, they even like the other, a couple of the classes I'm in and like the one seminar I do, like it's just old ladies. There's a lot of old ladies there. The one lady who runs the one seminar, and she's like, "Can I borrow 3 or 4 strong young men?" Even at my field play, can I have 3 or 4 strong young men?
Yeah, they always say
and
that.
they always have to go. Or I mean, ladies, if
or
you want,
Jack Dykes.
Yeah.
Got any bull dykes in here that can carry a TV?
Wawa cashiers.
I need 3 strong young men, or just a huge dyke. Do you guys have any huge dykes in your class?
Oh my god, dude!
Dyke is one I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah, people been
bring that back. Dyke is hilarious.
Yeah, that's one
very offensive.
Yeah,
it's such a funny fucking dyke.
It's like it's a spike, dude. It's such a. That's
it's a quick jab.
Yeah, I'm like thinking there's like the lipstick lesbian world of like hot lesbians that pretty much only exist in my head, and then there's like chicks out there like trying to fill the man's role in a relationship, just gelling the fuck out of their hair.
They should always have baseball gloves on.
Just dude, just fucking gelling their hair, securing that fucking middle level manager position, and just fucking getting your bitch in check.
Yeah,
but it is always strange to me when I watch like rugged female lesbians, let's just say, like get manly, and it's just kind of like, what's going on, man?
Do you want to fight me? Are we
fighting?
Exactly. Should I fuck you up?
It's just strange to me, dude. I had to watch this movie.
Step into the ring?
I had to watch a movie the other day called like Into the Night or something, and it's about these. It was 4 lesbians in New York. They're all going out hanging out on the town, and some guy was chilling on a fire hydrant and was like, "Yeah, I want some of that," to one of them. And the girl was like, I thought you saw my drink. And I was like, you want my soda? And he's like, no, I want some of that. And they were like, dude, we're lesbian. You know, we're lesbians, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, I'll fuck you, Dyke, straight. Blah,
Hey,
blah,
he said
blah,
Dykes.
blah.
Yeah, I knew he was going to say it.
Oh, he went hard. He was like, I'll fuck you, Dyke. I'm going to fuck you in the ass. And like started like saying all the shit to them. And they went up to him and fucking stabbed him and beat his ass.
They killed him?
They didn't kill him. They stabbed him and beat his fucking ass. The cops got called, and these chicks, it was literally, did you ever see Set It Off, the movie?
Yeah.
It was basically real life Set It Off. They just stabbed a fucking cat caller, dude. It did like 6 months in Riker Island. I didn't see the rest of it, but
Damn.
yeah, it was like they claimed self-defense.
I mean,
it's like fucking fair enough, dude. If you challenge a group of lesbians to a fight and one of them stabs you, that there should be some sort of thing where it's just like,
yeah, you earned that one.
bro, you don't have to.
First off, why are you sitting on a fire hydrant? You fucking homo.
Yeah, dude. Dude, when I watch it, I'm like, I'm like, oh man, he has his butt right on the fucking thing.
Yeah, he's fucking taking it right in there.
He's like, I'm gonna fuck these lesbians, dude.
I'm gonna fuck all 4 of these
I'm not
chicks.
fucking gay, dude.
Yeah. This doesn't feel good. I hate this right now.
I'm gonna fuck these chicks who look like dudes right now, dude. But yeah,
They stabbed him?
The one fucking hawked him, dude, and fucking caught him right in the ribs. So then, like, the 4 fucking lesbians walk around.
When she's down, he was probably like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude.
My bad.
I'm not gonna butt fuck you. They like walked around the corner like, yo, we fucked that guy up, and the cop who was responding was like, oh, here's the lady who stabbed the guy.
Him.
So it was like,
we got an APB for 4 dykes. I found him right away.
Yeah, he's like, I'm never gonna find these guys. Like, yeah, we fucked that guy up, and he's like, oh, perfect.
Oh yeah, that was an easy one.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, that was pretty funny.
They're definitely hitting that boot camp.
Oh
those
my
4,
God,
if they're willing
dude.
to stab a cat caller, dude, they are crushing boot camp.
That lady had a knife on her, man, ready to roll. But I think the one was like, I was raped when I was younger. So they're walking around, they're fucking strapped up with knives, dude. And some dude like starts approaching. I'm like, I'm gonna fuck you in the ass, and she was just like, honk,
yank.
Yeah,
yeah, dude.
I don't think so. So I was thinking about that because people are like, man, you can't just stab people for saying shit to you, and it's like,
you can't.
You can't. But if you're a guy who's telling lesbians you're gonna fuck all 4 of them in the ass, it's like
true.
And you get stabbed, it's like, who feels sorry for you?
But now you're holding that guy to a level of accountability that, for a crazy he's obviously a crazy guy. He's obviously a complete fucking loser. He's clearly a crazy person.
My thing is,
he's sitting outside, dude. If you're catcalling like that by yourself, you're sitting by yourself, and you're just like, "Hey, bitch, I'm gonna fuck your ass." You're fucking retarded.
Here's the catch: it was like 10 years ago, which was like, that wasn't as crazy back then to be like, I'm gonna fuck you in the ass.
I think it was, dude. I think it was always not appropriate.
I mean, I get it. Yeah.
I mean, unless we were in fucking Italy or Spain or South America or any other country.
True. Damn, ma. You could hit him with a damn, ma. Like, yo, let me get your number, baby girl. That was sick when like people used to have to like go to chicks on the street and be like, yo, can I get your number? Oh, baby girl.
I think women appreciate that.
I'm about to butt fuck you.
Unless you do that. But if you walked up to a girl and be like, you're really pretty.
Yeah.
Could I get your number?
That's just Sir Galahad stuff.
That's just crazy.
I mean, this is the, I forget.
It's all about your terminology. Now, if you walk up to him and like, yo, I need your number so I can come in your fucking mouth, then you're not getting it, and then you might get stabbed.
But now, what I saw with online dating was like, they being bothered. Well, really, it's just they want to be able to select somehow who they want to net around to only lets dudes that they're attractive to come in and like bother them in real life. But that's what I did see with like them being like, it sucks, got to meet people online. But the same thing, like, oh my God, guys think they can come up and talk to you. It's like, well, it's one or the other. Either you're going to deal with like the crushing despair of meeting your
future lover on the
future
internet,
partner on the internet, and dealing that way, or you got to deal with a bunch of fucking weird dudes coming up and being like following you for a couple blocks and being like, yo, no, for real, ma, we can build together, ma. Oh God, you stabbed me, dude.
Fuck you,
God damn it! I shouldn't have led with that butt fucking thing.
Yeah, I know it's stupid. Honestly, I really like you. I just got nervous. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, there is a term. I forget what it is. It's for wanting 2 different things at once, and it's girls have it sometimes, dude. They can definitely
Girls have that
want
sometimes?
2 things at once.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that.
Dudes have it. I've seen dudes do it before.
Yeah, of course.
But that whole thing of like, we don't want to be catcalled, man, which is like, okay, fair enough. It's like, well, here's a weird quarantine digital environment for you to interact with men. They're like,
good luck.
That's not romantic. And it's like, well, you know what? Fucking.
Yeah, catcalling's romantic, lady.
What do you want to fucking do?
It reminds me of the office I worked in. There was a hot guy.
Yeah.
That the girls loved. They were like, "You're my work husband," like all that shit. And I just sat in this desk, just like, I can't wait to quit. I'm gonna get fired. I'm excited to get fired. This sucks. That was my last job.
Yeah.
And
You're my work husband. Some dude I know who works in an office just said that people say that to him.
Kills me. Like, it's like, don't say that. Don't do that. You have a husband. That's fucked up.
Work husband.
It's
dude.
weird.
Ugh.
And then, like, I would see the way they would interact. And then, like, if I was like, hey, what's up, Lisa? She'd be like, ew. Like, all right, see ya, dude. Like, if I tried to interact with them even closely to the way they talk to that guy.
You strike up some convo.
I would get stabbed. I'd be sitting on a fire hydrant like, hey, do you, stabbed right away.
Yeah, that is annoying, man. I was,
yeah, dude, bitches need to only be attracted to me. That's it.
Exactly. They can
That's
only
the only thing that matters.
That's all they need to do.
And you. I would love for you to fucking get
That'd be sick.
chicks attracted
Get
to
some
you.
fucking pussy.
They should only like me and Matt.
That would be perfect.
That's it.
That is perfect. Or whoever we deem. We need to be able to be like.
Yeah, I need to be like, yo,
we need to be able to
Beezer
bless. Yeah,
can get some
exactly.
pussy,
Yeah.
get Beezer some sniz,
Yeah.
McCuskey some sniz, me some sniz. That's it. No one else gets.
I mean, this is
Anybody that
why,
listens
this is why
to this
people
podcast-
rule. This is why people rule countries.
This is how dictators start. They're like, you know, I'm tired of other people getting pussy. I'll fucking kill everyone here.
Dude, I'm obsessed with the fucking bomber.
The bomber. Yeah,
Trump
you
bomber,
love this
dude.
guy. Didn't they catch him? And isn't he like a
Caught us
Hispanic
suspect.
maniac?
They caught us. They caught a suspect.
I don't know. This is just like catcalling, where it's like white guys are the worst. The catcalling's a problem.
I know, dude.
It's like, you sure it's not just minorities every time? Like this time, it's a bombing, and they're like, fucking white guys, alt-right white guys. It's like, nope, we got a Hispanic.
Yeah, that's definitely there's definitely what I call the Zimmerman effect, where if you get like
True.
a light-skinned enough fucking Hispanic guy, they're like, yeah, it's a white guy. You're like, all right, we'll take him, I guess. I
We'll take this L. Sure.
Like, they took a picture of him, dude. He's pretty nutty, dude. I think they might have photoshopped him. Dude, tell me that's not a photoshopped lad. He looks like Gilbert Godfrey, honestly.
That's a fucking lad. His name's fucking Caesar.
Yeah.
His name's fucking Caesar, dude. He's definitely a fucking lad.
Nah, dude.
Unless he's a classic fucking Roman. This is fucking Julius.
Yeah, someone might have Brutused him. Dude.
He got tried to Brutus everyone, dude.
Someone's like, I told that was you who sent all the faulty bombs to Robert De Niro and Hillary Clinton.
Beware of the Ides of Mayo.
I don't know.
No, it was March. God damn it.
Oh, I didn't know what you're talking about. I don't know, man. How do you feel about that? Are you thinking false flag? Or are you thinking a dude in a van fucking chucking out some you thinking a dude in a van chucking out some shit or what?
Damn, you can't hit the fucking decline on that. You get in trouble for that.
Dude, oh my god, I didn't tell you. So I bought my baby an iWatch. She bought me an Apple Watch.
Yeah,
a
you
while
guys
ago.
are tracking each other.
Dude, if it were only that simple. So she bought me an Apple Watch a while ago. So I got her one about like 2 weeks ago.
Damn, so you guys can't miss phone calls.
Bro, it's not even that. Check this out. So I didn't know this existed. This is what she sent. She just hit me with this. No idea this worked. Watch this.
I watch this.
Yo, I'm doing the cast. What up? Just wait. It's pretty funny.
Just a walkie-talkie at all
She
times?
just came through, started talking through my fucking
Is it
Apple
chirping?
Watch. It'll go, broop, and then all of a sudden, she'll just say whatever. She was like, I'm going to start saying the N-word. Isn't that crazy?
Can she hear me? Did she just say walkie-talkie?
No. All right. Hey, I'm in the middle of the cast. I got them. Don't worry about it. Later, babe. Fucking love you. But yeah, dude, I'm telling you.
Please do not put my voice on your dumb ass podcast.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. So
Classic baby lady.
Oh, dude.
Dumb fucking loser podcast. It's like, it's not... It's like, it's not stupid. It's fun.
I know, dude. So I'm just sitting in class and I'm like walking with someone. It's just she'll just like summon. She'll just start talking, and I'm like, what's that? And I'm like, oh, it's nothing, dude.
Oh my god, you have a device on you that your girlfriend can just talk to you
She can
whenever.
just talk, dude.
What a fucking
And I think I
nightmare
can turn it off.
device.
I know, but I didn't know this existed. And then she's like, here, look at this. And I'm like, what's this? She's like, it's a walkie-talkie.
Like,
I'm
that way I know where you are at all times. I can talk to you. I can tell you stories at all times.
dude. And she started telling me she's going to start just saying the N-word really loud.
I mean, that's
I
great.
was like, that's so funny.
Yeah, she's
She's like, I'm going to hit you one day in class. You'll be sitting there, and I'm just going to start ripping N-word.
Dude, please. I'm going to come over and hang out with her, and we're doing that.
Oh, my God.
We are doing that.
She actually caught I was on the phone with one of my dogs, and he was describing some sort of book, or he was talking about something like how this guy just wanted to say the N-word all the time, but he said the N-word, and I'm like
in the
phone.
Yeah.
She's just all hears blah 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 blah, boom, and she goes, "Who the fuck is that?" And I was just like, "It's my dog. He was describing a fucking book." She was like, "Oh, whatever," but I was just like, "Damn, dude." That was like the Event Horizon, dude. I was like, holy fuck. That was funny too, because I started laughing about that.
Was that
like,
Spud?
Yeah,
I was trying to figure out who it could be. It's either me or Spud. It was either me or Spud.
But it was really it was Spud, literally as I described him. Like, this guy just wants to say it.
Yeah.
But he was talking about like actors taking roles, and he just wants to say it. Or he was talking about a book. I forget what it was, something like that. But it was just funny. She was like, she didn't really give a fuck.
Yeah, that's a funny argument with when it comes to saying the N-word. Is like, because if you do it in stand-up, it's obviously you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
But like, if I was just in a play, literally on the same stage,
feel like
what was like screaming the N-word, they'd be like,
performance.
Incredible, this guy gets it. Dude.
Yeah, well, it's funny too, especially when people go the route of like, that's bullshit. Why can't white people say the N-word? It's like, bro, you can. You totally can, bro. You can rip it. You might get some different friends, dude. You might get a different group of friends.
A whole new gang.
Yeah, dude.
Get some new tats. You're going to have a fun time.
It's like, well, I can't believe it's just a word they can use. I'm like, white people can use it too, but it's like same setup. You kind of can only use it to other white people, dude. Yeah. So it's like, we do have it.
Of course
we have a whole different N-word.
First off, we
have a different one.
If you're any type of person that's like, why can't we say it? You're saying it all the time. You say it. Any white person that's like, why aren't we allowed to say it? It's like, you say it too much. Without a doubt, you say it. You already used it up. You used it up on your car on your way over here.
You're just getting greedy. You're like, you're using it. You're fucking, you get cut off, bam, hitting someone. You're like, yo, this guy at my work, bam, hitting your friend. All of a sudden, you see like dudes doing it in public. You're like, I just want to say this all the time, dude.
Well, it's pretty much like getting cut off at the bar. Yeah. Like, you already had too much, and now the bartender's like, you can't say it anymore. And you're like, I want to say it.
They're saying it.
Everyone else here is using it. I want it. It's like, no, dude, you're not allowed to say it.
It is funny. Like, it definitely, it is something that has to die. The severity of the N-word does have to die. I feel like such a stooge every time I even say the N-word.
Yeah, I know.
With the safety on. Ripping it with the safety.
How fucking sick will it be if we get old and that's when it dies and then everyone just starts saying it around us?
Oh, my God.
Like, we're allowed to say it now?
I mean, dude, that'll be... Damn, dude, that'll be so
That's
tough.
Martin Luther King's dream.
Yeah. For everyone to rip it.
Like,
he just wanted everyone to take the safety off.
He's like, just rip it, dude. It doesn't hurt. We're all brothers. It doesn't matter. It's a dumb word.
Our kids are going to play together. Let's just rip the fucking
Your
N-word.
white kid's going to say the N-word with my black kid. It's going to be fucking sick.
Or like one day there'll be like a bunch of Mexicans coming in. We'll just call them the N-word together or something.
Yeah, we could all unite against Mexicans.
Yeah.
Actually, not even Mexicans. Hondurans. That whole fucking caravan that Trump Daddy's trying to shut down.
We just keep them out of like stand at the thing and hold hands and just scream the N-word at them.
Did you see that stampede of hard workers coming up here?
I did, dude.
It's a stampede of people ready to work.
I saw
Get out of here, dude.
I saw the Ladathon, dude.
The Ladathon, dude. That is the Ladathon.
Yeah, I've only been following I like get bits and pieces of the news. And I'm just like, I just kind of like make it up. I'm like, all right.
There's you and me that were talking about how people are dumb and are like, they think ISIS is sneaking in through that?
No, I didn't.
Somebody I was with.
They think ISIS is coming in through the Ladathon?
Yeah, they're like, well, ISIS, they're going to sneak in some terrorists if we let them in. It's like, dude, you think ISIS... I mean, they hate America. Yeah. I don't think they hate America that much to be like, yo, I'm going to go to Honduras and walk.
Dude, and Hondurans would fuck them up.
The worst conditions
possible. Dude, Hondurans hate ISIS.
You think?
Oh my God, they can't stand them, dude.
Yeah, dude, they're Catolicos,
dude. And like, dude, it's like, yeah, man. If they saw fucking ISIS was like, yo, we're sneaking in with that's cool, they'd be like, fuck no, dude.
Yeah, they'd get stabbed quick.
Yeah,
be like a bunch of bunch of lad dykes.
I'm about to get $18 an hour, bro. And you think I'm gonna sneak ISIS in and fuck that up? They're like, nah, dude, fuck that. Yeah, like I got a bakery calling my fucking name. I'm gonna get up there. You think I'm about to let ISIS
empty the trash at a Burger King, dude? I'm not gonna let you ruin this for me,
dude. I'm about to eat every day, dude. I'm not letting you come fuck this up. Dude, that's funny. They took the. It's just Wakanda. It's just we're surrounded now. It's like we're in Wakanda, dude, and it's like they're coming. They're coming in, breaking the bubble. Yeah, like, when the lads break the bubble, it's gonna be so sick, dude.
You think?
I love, dude. The more lads, the merrier in my eyes. True. I love him.
Lads are the shit. I live in a full lad neighborhood.
That's my prejudice. I love lads. So it's like it might not work out economically. People are like, we don't have the money for it. I'm like,
Yeah, but we're gonna have fun.
I get it, but I love lads.
Yeah,
Guilty as
There's
charged.
gonna be a lot of
dude.
horns. There's gonna be a lot of sitting outside, fucking sipping on Coronis,
Yeah,
dude.
it's gonna be nice.
Some Tecate. It's gonna be fucking sick.
Dude, the Italian market in Philly was like an Italian market. Ladland, dude. It's all
Now
it's
it's
like
Ladlands?
it's like Mexican groceries. I can go get fucking what the fuck are they called? Tamales, dude. It's like I don't know. I'm lads over Italians all
Lads
day.
over wops all day.
Lads
Yeah,
over
fuck with that.
wops
Wops
all day,
stink.
dude. They had their shot. They were like yeah, we go to the local butcher and you can this is the best color blues.
Yeah.
Lads came in, they're like, yo, try this really spicy shit I ground in a Vitamix. Like, oh, this wins. Get out of here, fuckers.
Get out of here, you
beat
wops.
it. Wops, beat it.
Yeah, it's time for the wops to assimilate anyway.
Yeah, it's time for
You
them
know,
to...
yeah, you get the old country is long behind, dude.
Way
Enough of
behind,
this
dude.
fucking mozzarella.
Yeah, dude,
It's
they've come a long way from their ass-pinching forefathers, dude.
yeah,
The land of fucking...
rapist, fucking wop, greasy pussy, fucking country.
Just a big, dusted-up fucking land of people pinching
Thank
it.
fucking Christ, Irish people don't do that. Like if you're
have
Irish,
so much more
you're
respect,
Irish
dude.
descent. Like imagine tossing in Irish lingo.
Oh, my God. It's so...
Like,
it'd be
just be like, I have to go down to church with my grandma. It's like, wait, why'd you use an accent for that word? It's like, that's what we call it.
oh, no. Yeah, I don't... That whole Italian thing of like, oh, I'm gonna be... It's like, dude, stop, man.
Yeah.
Your family's been here for 6 generations.
I mean,
dude.
also, if you're a WAP and you still act like a WAP after seeing Jersey Shore,
Yeah,
how are
think
you doing
you'd be
that?
embarrassed.
That's
yeah.
when I un-Irished when I saw Boondock Saints. I was like, oh, so being white or being an American that's like, yo, I'm fucking Irish, it's gay.
yeah.
WAPs should have watched the Jersey Shore and been like, oh, fuck, that's what I look like?
Yeah,
I gotta get out of this. I look
Yeah,
like
man.
a fucking dickhead.
My mom still has cousins in Ireland, and I remember we went over there, and they were just like, "Dude, the most annoying thing is when American dudes are like, yo, I'm Irish.' It's like, no, you're not, dude. You're American.
Yeah.
and that's fine. You're American. It's
Yeah,
cool.
America's the shit.
But like when they're like, nah, dude, I'm just like so fucking Irish. You're like, nah, dude, you're just not. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I also have great pride in my Irish ancestry.
me too, dude.
I mean, but you don't see me out like,
Wrapped in the fucking McGregor flag.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, when I see him, so he'd be like, Ireland, baby. I'm just like, dude, fuck you. America's number one.
Although I think that this is our Irish culture is like just slightly being like, he's a fucking ass. He fucking he sucks.
Dude,
He
the
fucking
Irish,
sucks.
the Irish in us
No
is
one
like,
else fucking
everything
sucks.
I do sucks. Life sucks. I'm gonna drink. Fuck this.
That's like the Blizz used to have a really funny bit about it. I think he said his ancestors are some other European shit.
His people are. He's definitely like Swedish. He's a
Hollandac or something.
Scandinavian.
Yeah, but he was
something.
laughing about how like his mom or his like grandmom, all she likes is bad news. That's like all they like. And that's dude.
Yeah.
That's like if you catch an Irish dude with some fucking bad news early in the morning, they're like, oh, it's a fucking shame.
It's a fucking.
You catch him with like a fucking like a 12-year-old dying from cancer at like 7 a.m. over
it's a
some
bloody
tea.
shame. Then
They're like, oh man, shit, that's bad. They fucking
makes my
love
day
it.
better.
Oh,
Really makes you think you don't have it so bad, do you?
that dude, that was when I'd visit my pop up. That's all before he started going like full senile.
Yeah.
He would just sit down with him and he'd be like, "It all goes by so fast. Next thing you know," and I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, relax.
Yeah, I was listening. I've been on a Rage Against the Machine kick.
That's sick,
and I was
dude.
listening to People of the Sun on the way over here, and I was like, well, how about the people of the, poor, cloudy area?
Yeah, dude. No one wants to hear it.
You know,
You got to grow some dreads and defend them through rap metal.
I will. I'll become a I'll be a Mexican Jew that's like, you've never seen a black man act like this. It's like, well, what'd you say, you Mexican Jew? What'd you say, Louis?
Yeah,
Louis
exactly,
C.K. You
yeah.
guys have the same blood.
That's part of his lyrics.
Yeah, he has a song about like, I mean, he always disguises it as melanin,
Gotcha.
like shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's like, all right, dude. So you're down to SPF 15, dude.
yeah.
You
Congrats.
think you're the man, huh? It's like
Why don't you step up to SPF 150, dog?
Yeah, dude.
Welcome to hell.
my people were fucked up when they told us that SPF 70 didn't make a difference, dude. I was like, what? I've been tricked, dude. I've been duped.
Yeah, they're taking chunks out of my dad already. His skin is just, dude. That's what happens to us, dude. Just you get old enough, you just chunks out of you, like an old golden retriever. Just tumors all over you, dude.
You get flaky, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, my dad had to do the skin blast cream for skin cancer.
yeah. You get some chunks taken out of your skin.
And if you're cold, yeah, a lot of cultures too are like a lot of dudes are like, I'm not wearing fucking sunscreen. But my dad is like, originates from the pinkest of the pink, dude. He was holding it down like he doesn't need sunscreen and definitely got fried.
I'll go out. Well, thankfully I'm indoors most of the time.
True.
So I don't really have to worry. But if I'm out, I'll take a fucking sunburn every once in a while. I don't mind a good.
I don't like it. I'll do it in the I don't want it, but I just am too dumb to like apply sunscreen properly, so I always catch a couple burns. This summer I want to get real fucking dried out and shredded and walk with a parasol with my shirt off.
Yeah.
I had a dream last night. I was running with my shirt off, and I'm not making this up. Actually, it's funny. I just got reminded of this. I was running with my shirt off, and I'm like, it's the perfect temperature, dude. I feel so good with the shirt off. I'm like, man, I'm just gonna run with my shirt off. This is great. I can do this now. Like, I felt like my body temperature was the exact same temperature as outside. And I'm like, the fact that I'm wearing clothes is slowing me down. I'm running, dude, and you just jog behind me. You're like, what are you doing?
I was in there making fun of you.
I go, oh no, it's Shane. I was like, fuck. I was like, no, Shane, seriously, dude, you gotta run with your shirt off. And then I fucking woke up.
That's so sick. I bully you in your dreams. In your dreams, you're like, this is nice. And then I show up and be like, yo, that's fucking gay, dude.
I was like, oh, hey, Shane, I was just running with my shirt off. Here's why it's important that I do that. It was so funny. And then part of my dream, I approached an event horizon, went into a black hole. And I was like, whoa, you can actually make it through these things. Woke up. I was like,
sick.
Whoa. Yeah,
great dream.
It was all from watching
Steins Gate. What?
I've been watching Steins Gate, dude.
What's that?
It's the best show on TV.
Is this fucking anime?
It's anime.
God damn
all
it, dude.
I watch is anime.
You posted a tweet from Matt's, what's Twitter handle? It's like at
Secret Pod, MS Pod or something.
It's like MS Secret Pod. MS Secret Pod at MS Secret Pod on Twitter is Matt's handle.
Yeah.
You're tweeting shit under both of our names, and the other day technically that's both of us. You tweeted out fucking a GIF of anime, and I almost commented like, "This is just Matt." Like, I'm not fucking tweeting anime GIFs.
That was me with my shirt off jogging, dude.
I had a sick tweet last night that I retracted.
What was it?
I was like, real talk. If your dad wore pajamas, you're gay now.
For sure,
If your dad wore pajamas to bed, you are gay.
Wow.
And then I felt I had to delete it because the only people that liked it got a ton of action, but it was all fucking Compound Media fans. And I was like, damn, this is already hateful
it's good
enough.
Gauge.
Yeah, once I see like 10 people with railroad spikes as their, I'm like, yeah, we gotta delete this. Too many fucking the railroad spike thing.
That's the.
Do you know what that is?
No.
So there's a show on there. There was a female comic that came onto a show.
Oh. God,
midway through, she walks out because it was just it was offensive to her. And then the guy she was with, I think he was actually saying something that I would have definitely said a bunch of. He was talking about like he said it retardedly though. Yeah. Like it really fucking annoyed me how dumb he was about like it was about Halloween costumes, about how you should be able to dress like a Native American. And he's like, "We won. Sorry."
Yeah.
He's like, "Now get the fuck out of here. Your culture lost. Now we get to do it." And like he was going on like that route.
Yeah.
And she was just like, I'm gonna leave.
Was she a Native American?
No.
She was Elizabeth Warrening the situation. Slightly.
She was
or she was just like
Pocahontas it.
POC defender. She was just blanket defender of POC.
She was Wokahontas.
She's Wokahontas. Okay.
She Wokahontas out. But she was like, I'm not comfortable with this, and just got up and walked out.
Okay.
Mid-show.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's it.
It's within her fucking right, Shane.
Yeah, but just leave it there. Just be like,
yeah.
Oh, fuck. Like, if somebody walked out of my show, I'd be like... It's
actually really funny to do, too. Like, you guys are retarded. I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
It's actually hilarious.
I'd be like, fuck. I'm sorry. Yeah. I would have said he just went instantly into, like, fuck she's not a comic. She fucking sucks.
Yeah.
She also has a Netflix special out right now.
Yeah.
She was one of the chicks on the 15-minute Netflix things.
Yeah, yeah.
So he was like, she thinks she has a fucking special. She thinks she's great. It's a fucking spot.
Damn,
it's a
dude.
fucking spot. And it's like, dude, where's your fucking special, dude? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, for real.
But this whole thing happened, and then on his show, he was a guest on another show. Mm-hmm. So then on his show, which is also on Compound Media, him and his show, I don't know, they did some joke about, they did a bunch of rape jokes. That's what the whole fucking show is rape jokes.
Rape jokes.
And then it's like, which is crazy. It's crazy.
How long is it?
It's like an hour and a half of just rape jokes.
It's just a dude sitting on two dudes on fire hydrants for
it
an hour
really
and a half.
is. It's just like, I'll fucking rape you, you dyke. It's like, all right, sick show. But anyway, they started trashing this chick, and eventually, I guess it got to a point where somebody said they were going to rape her with a railroad tie.
Ooh.
Railroad spike.
Damn.
So then, like, a bunch of the people that like that show have their avatars like railroad spikes. So when I saw a bunch of railroad spikes liking my tweet, I was like,
bunch of pro rapers.
Yeah, I was like, all right. I mean, and here's the thing: I don't know enough about it to shit on them
for sure.
You know, because that happens to me all the time, where people are like, "What a fucking asshole." So I get it.
Yeah, I get it.
But it's also like, so then the next day, somebody that works for the network photoshopped a picture of me holding a railroad spike, posted it on Twitter, and was like, "We stand united."
Oh, that sucks. Why you?
Because I'm on the network, so I had to fucking DM this dude, and I'd be like, "Yo, I'm not doing that.
Take me the
fucking
fuck out.
delete that."
Yeah.
And he was cool about it. He was like, "I get it, I understand," but I was like, "I'm not taking the heat for someone else's rape joke."
Yeah, especially it wasn't even like that's your baby, dude.
Yeah,
that wasn't your baby, but if you're the one ripping the fucking, that's your rape joke, dude.
Take it. Don't fucking get the whole network doesn't need to unite around you.
Yeah, dude, that's weird.
Yeah, I mean, he was just trying to make a funny picture, but it was still like,
I get that.
Yeah, and I wasn't mad at him, but I was waking up off a hangover. This was yesterday morning.
God, dude.
I woke up hungover as fuck at like 9:15. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? I had like 30 notifications. And it was a picture of me, like, we stand united. I'm like, dude, it's bad enough for my career.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And it's like, you're not necessarily uniting around that.
No, and I'm not. I think from
fucking bitch.
Yeah, it's like she walked off the show. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Good for her.
Exactly.
For real, good for her. It's better than her sitting there and then an hour later tweeting about it.
Yeah.
She literally just stood up and was like, this isn't for me.
Fair enough. That was a fucking God-given right, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah. I love America. I love free speech.
Personally, I would have kneeled on the fucking laptop, but
that would have been
that's just
so
me.
sick.
That's just me, dude. I'm a super left-leaning patriot.
If she would have stood up and walked in front of the desk and took a knee, I'd be like, that's the funniest chick ever. Yeah. But yeah.
I would have kneeled on the soundboard, dude.
It's a tough spot because I do like Compound Media.
Yeah.
I like our show there. Mm-hmm. But sometimes they say dumb shit, and it's like, that's the hard part of being on a network.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Like, I got to stand behind some dude's joke that I've never met.
Yeah.
I don't know him.
Exactly.
Fuck that.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
Just be like, I don't know.
Anyway, that
is annoying. That is like, especially the infographic and like, or the picture of you.
Yeah.
Being like, and dude,
people. It's a picture of me and Lemaire.
Sick Lemaire.
Yeah. Shout out Lemaire Lee. What up, boy?
That's actually hilarious.
Barn Dog went viral this week.
What'd he do?
Barn Dog hit a fucking killer tweet.
What'd he do?
He tweeted out, he was like, much respect to the guy I just saw get kicked out of a 7-Eleven for using the microwave to microwave the spaghetti he brought in.
That's hilarious.
Barn Dog, shout out Barn Dog. He went viral.
Went to LA, dude, and viral.
Went to LA and went viral, dude.
That's what's up.
That's sick. That's the American dream.
Viral in a tweet is sick. Viral in anything is tight because it's like a nice 2 days where you're like, I'm fucking, and it's like,
I'm
wait,
famous.
Where'd everybody go?
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, no one followed me.
Yeah, 4 people joined me. I have 4 annoying dudes now.
Yeah.
I remember when I did the one for Wall Street Insanity, I just ended up with like one guy on my Twitter feed who was just
Wall Street Insanity?
When I did that, it was like years ago. I wrote about girls from New Jersey.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that was a great article.
Trash for a writer of my caliber, dude.
True. Your writing, I'll tell you where your writing really shines is your Instagram.
True.
You have some that are like really fucking good. The one of you with fucking Doctor Strange is so fucking funny.
That's true. I'm built for more writing quips.
Yeah.
But I remember it was like one dude a bunch of Jeep enthusiasts like wanted to fight me, and then one guy was just like, yo, dude, you're the fucking best. And I was like, so all I got out of this is a dude on Twitter.
You went viral after the Super Bowl, Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
I remember that viral. That was
a viral trolling.
That was a viral troll.
That was, dude. I mean, I don't want to claim the movement of left-leaning comedy, but I kind of started it by making fun of, and I went viral.
Yeah.
I was before anyone was doing that, dude.
True.
That was really almost the start of all this shit. Not my
video.
Not my video. But that's when people started. That Coca-Cola ad, people started going like,
that
what
was rough.
The fuck?
Yeah.
That was years ago.
That was a type of ad that, you know, you find out who the fucking racists are, you find out who the pussies are real quick.
Yeah.
Normal people are just like, yeah, whatever.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
It's an ad. It was like singing America the Beautiful in different languages.
Immigrants, yeah. It was like people from all over the world singing America the Beautiful.
Which is sick. It's actually pretty sick.
People were mistakenly referring it to as our national anthem. Like, they fucking soiled the national anthem, dude.
But then, it's a good It's a good indicator of. It's a good smoke detector to find out who's a fucking racist and who's a fucking.
I like your test, dude.
Who's a giant pussy.
People are like, "Why the fuck can't we say the N word?" It's like, all right, you say it easily 100 times. You catch 100 a week.
Yeah, if you're out
batting
arguing,
1,000, dude.
Yeah, it's like, why isn't there white entertainment television? It's like, yeah, well, you say the N word, so that's why they need BET because of you fucking.
It's
idiot.
a bulwark, dude.
Yeah,
that's a good fight, man. Fighting for blackface. We need more people on the front lines of the blackface Halloween costume debate. I'm telling you, man, it's like I hit the point where I'm like, there's no way people are legitimately arguing about this shit.
They're not. No one cares.
Makes no fucking sense. And then, dude, those bombs come in. I'm half like, it could be this dude who's a total crackpot.
Oh, you must have been pretty excited about those bombs. They were hitting some Matt McCusker targets.
I think it's a false flag, bro.
I do think it's a false flag.
I
also.
really do.
It's kind of like the N word on LeBron's house.
It could be.
All right, this is anytime I see like a swastika spray painted or an N-word spray painted, it's like clearly this was a retarded kid.
A lot of times.
Like there's almost no doubt.
Yeah. It's definitely not. It's not like a fucking like Hollywood executive like popping. You know when like a princess goes out in the middle of the night and cloaks herself and it's like hits a SWAT dude, hits back to the house in his silk pajamas and they're like, honey, where were you? He's like, don't worry about it, darling. I stepped outside.
Drew a swastika on LeBron James's house. It's going to help the cause. I'm really highlighting racism in this country. I mean, it's a bad thing I did, but it brings light to a very serious topic.
It's definitely a guy all methed out, or just again, dude. People don't realize. It drives me nuts. They don't realize the organized crime element of the two political parties. They're fucking criminal. They're criminals with unfettered access to resources, and they can do whatever they want. And they're watching the polls. They're like, Republicans are winning in the polls, and they're like, "Fuck, man, how do we beat this?" They have all kinds of PR campaigns. They have people they can pay in the news to put stories out. You don't think they rigged up a couple fucking pieces of junk, and they're like, "Yeah, a little bomb time, dude, a little bomb gate." It's like,
who you think the Democratic?
I don't rule it out. Everyone, that's like, and that's the thing too, where it's like, I've read the thing about that guy, the fucking lad who was busted. They're hitting all these keywords. Like they would show kind of tweets he would send. Like he's a conspiracy theorist, and it's like, okay, he very well. This guy could be some crackpot who definitely did that.
Yeah,
but I'm 50-50. It's either a crackpot who did that, or it's a political thing that they organized and were like, let's do it for this.
Trump Daddy hinted at that.
He hit bomb quotation marks. He hit bomb quotation. I didn't see him say it. I saw.
He recently tweeted that he was like, the Republicans were winning.
I saw that tweet.
And he's like, and now this, huh?
I mean, dude,
Trump Daddy was in on your conspiracy.
My thing is, when people automatically dismiss that as like, oh my God, please. It's like, well, I don't think you understand the people who are at the top of the political parties and what they're willing to do to get their people in. So
dude,
if you're just
you should get some bombs and mail them out.
I mean, look, dude, there was one guy.
You did say last week that you were going to take care of the Clintons.
Oh shit, dude, I might get fucking. They literally.
You said you were going to take care of the Clintons.
Oh my God!
And then a week later, there's some bombs.
Oh my God.
Mailed to the Clintons and to Soros, and I was like, dude, did fucking McCusker try to build bombs?
I might get fucking. That's true. Mine would not work.
I mean, hopefully our listenership slows down a little bit.
God,
it's growing
dude.
at an enormous pace.
I could be under surveillance right now.
Probably.
Fuck.
The shit you say. You're under surveillance of your girlfriend, for sure.
I am under
She's
fucking...
tracking you.
Yeah, dude.
She's going to hop in and be like, what'd you say about Soros?
Yeah, dude. I forgot all about that. My thing is when people automatically dismiss that as like, oh, don't be ridiculous. It's like, so you assume these people who are gunning for these like big political, powerful positions aren't going to resort to like wild, crazy criminal shit. It's like, dude, you're fucking naive. They might not have. I don't know. But to be like, to rule it out, and they're like, oh, clearly.
They might not have. I don't know.
I don't know, but I don't rule it out.
I do think you're slightly unreasonable, but I get it. It makes sense.
It does.
I think you're fine.
Dude, I mean, they got caught rigging the DNC against Sanders.
That's a little.
Again,
that's
bowed. Absolutely bowed.
I know. It was sad.
Dude, they'll do.
Watching that geezer kiss the ring.
Oh, it was horrible. That was just to protect his
You
little
see old
Senate
Ted kiss the ring?
What'd
Lion Ted?
What'd Lion Ted do?
Lion Ted kissed the ring.
To who? Trump?
To Trump Daddy.
Yeah, he must have.
And then Trump was getting on a helicopter and the press was like, what do you think about Lion Ted? And he was like, he's not Lion Ted anymore. He's beautiful Ted.
Oh,
it was like, wow,
God,
dude, what a monster.
Well, when Bernie did that, when Bernie kissed the ring, that was just to keep his little Senate seat.
Yeah.
Because they would have, the Democratic Party would have literally came up, and I think he said this somewhere. He was worried about them leaking, like starting narratives about him and just tearing him. They can, dude. If the Democratic Party wants to look into your life and use the press to obliterate and assassinate your character, they can do that. And they can
just
also
did it to Megyn Kelly.
Yeah, dude. And they can also tie you up and litigate. There's a level of litigation these people are capable of where they can just sue you and tie you up in eternal litigation and just destroy the wealth of your family forever.
Frankson is jerking off right now.
They can do that, though. I'm telling you. They're capable of using... They have so much money and so many lawyers that they could literally...
Who does?
People that rich is who running the Democratic Party.
Who's that
or
rich?
the Republican Party. Trump, the same thing.
Wait, who are these people you're talking about?
Heads of corporations.
Who's the zeitgeist?
Jeff Bezos. Anyone who owns like a multi-million-dollar public company has the fucking lawyers, dude.
You know where this talk gets us, right?
It does. If you
it gets
bring
us
it to
forcing people to do CrossFit
no,
and
it
carry
doesn't,
rocks.
Dude. No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
This type of thought where it's like the elitists are controlling us. The globalists,
they're not controlling
the globalist Jews.
They can't.
We gotta stop them,
dude. People don't realize what people can do with lawyers. If you have lots of money, a publicly traded corporation, and a team of lawyers, you can ruin people.
People don't realize what one maniac in a hoodie can do with a microphone.
That's true too.
Gaining 1,000 followers, you can have a beer hall fucking riot. You can start a fucking. You start a Reich, dude. You better slow down.
I'm not trying to start a Reich. I'm trying to start.
Let's start a Reich.
I'm not trying to start a Reich, Shane. But I want to do. What I want to do.
Don't say anything. Don't tell me what you want to do. Because this is where it turns.
I'm
from
trying
this
to use the internet.
Fun conspiracy theory to now it's like we need to start an organization.
No. Here's what I want to do is use the internet to link together, and on tax day, one of those things, no one pays.
What? That's retarded.
Nobody pays.
Well, I'm already doing that, but yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble.
I don't know why people don't use the internet. Or like my whole idea that I've been trying to push through, and I like try to post it on Reddit.
To push it through. Who are you pushing it through to?
Reddit, to the internet. I want to do citizen broker peace deals. So like when we're going to war with Syria, if you had a platform on the internet where you could hit Syrians up and like, yo, we don't have beef with you guys. You really have beef with us. And they're like, dude, I don't even know you guys. And you're like, all right, wait, so why are we bombing you guys? And if you have 80% of citizens like, yeah, don't bomb those guys. That's when people are like, oh, this party, that. It's like, dude, you have no say in anything. Stop pretending like you're pushing a button and you're fucking doing stuff.
I think that we're in 8
wars right now. Simultaneously. We're in like 8 different conflicts.
I fucks with that.
I don't fucks with that.
Iraq, Afghanistan, like Yemen, Syria.
It's like a bunch.
What else?
I don't know. This is a bunch.
Whoever told you that was fibbing,
dude. I'm telling you, look it up. How many how many military operations?
Okay, all right, yeah, we were fucking
boots on ground.
Yeah,
drones in sky.
Drones, that's the one.
I wonder if Trump fucking updated the drones at all.
Probably.
When like they shoot, it's like gotcha.
It says something.
Sorry.
Sorry.
That was my other thing too. Is like, and then with the drug war, so we allegedly captured and killed Bin Laden, Saddam Hussein. If we really were launching a war on drugs, we could easily eradicate poppy fields where we could destroy and eradicate cartels if we really wanted. If we were truly launching a war on drugs, within a week we could stop drug production. We don't, bro. Why?
Why? Because the war on drugs was an extension. It's a way to circumvent the 13th Amendment, load up the private prisons.
Talking, dude.
I mean, that's
now
true.
You're fucking
that's actually
talking.
real.
Now you're fucking talking.
Yeah, that's real. That's what the war on drugs was.
Yeah, dude. And these are the guys running the fucking DNC pulling these strings. And you don't think that maybe, just maybe, they'd build some fucking spaghetti-o can bombs, dude, and send them to Robert De Niro? Come on, dude. Let's go. Full circle.
There's an interesting part in Making a Murderer that you would like, where they toss on some Bill Clinton scandalous behavior.
Yes. Like a dog putting fresh water in the bowl, dude. I'm like, yes.
There's a way to basically speed up people's trials if they've committed. It happened after the Oklahoma City bomb.
If they won't fuck Bill Clinton.
Yeah, true.
Gotta speed up their trial.
There's something. I'm gonna fuck it up entirely, but you would have got into it. It's a nice little Bill Clinton signing some fucked up anti-constitutional shit. Yeah, it was a bill that was like terrorism and something else about it. Like, you don't really deserve a fair trial. And it kind of speeds up the process.
I think it's the NDAA. Obama pushed that hard too, saying I think habeas court, whatever the hell it's called. They can just come they can snatch people now. If you're a journalist, the United States government can snatch you. Yeah. Obama pushed that through, dude.
Obama fucking
Obama pushed that through.
Obama drone striked an American, dude.
Did he really?
Lest we not forget. He did. He killed an American citizen with a drone.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
Don't worry about it. Fucking Google it. You're next. You're gonna be next, dude.
I'm about to. This laptop's about to go up and fucking smoke,
we got him.
super hacker is about to come get
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
So I'm about to get a sorry.
Sorry.
I don't know. He might fucking
Trump,
send me confetti.
dude,
Trump would
everything-
send me
yeah.
fucking confetti.
Yeah, he might drone
I don't
strike.
know. He might send me confetti. Like, and this one time for calling me a retard in your podcast. And it's gonna get a quick.
True, he
bullet
would
for
kill
the
us. You've trashed the Trump dog enough.
Yeah.
Why do you hate Trump?
I don't necessarily hate him.
I love Trump.
He does. He's entertaining as fuck.
Trump's a fucking dildo.
He's
dude.
entertaining. He's entertaining as fuck. He really is. When he came, the way he came out was really, like I said on the last podcast, it was a roller coaster ride. It was like, oh my god, yes, yes, and it's just kind of like, oh fuck, oh shit, dude, please don't fucking blow it.
Yeah, that's what you want for the most powerful man in the world.
True.
You want a fucking untethered retard just swinging in the dark.
Well, he hits viral douche level. Like, Candace Owens is like brutal too. How
Candace
she
Owens
she
sucks.
was like, I just love my president, man. It's like, dude, shut the fuck
Yeah.
up. I've never. I just, dude.
People
you
that
won't
are like,
catch me. You
I
won't catch me in the
respect
ballot
office.
box. You won't catch me in the ballot box, dude. You won't catch me sucking up to the fucking president.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck the Queen of England.
Kill your masters,
Fuck
dude.
the Queen of
Fuck
England,
all
dude.
them.
I've always hated the royal family, dude. since I
Fuck
was
the
little.
royal family.
I fucking hate them.
I always did too, actually.
I
That's
don't-
that fucking Irish blood. that's our actual, like, fuck them. What do they got, a castle?
I think they're better than me.
Hey, I fucking know you haven't heard. Hey, Princess Diana died. Oh, right.
She was
That's a tough life, isn't it? Life's hard. She was a beautiful girl. Where are we at time-wise? You're getting some phone calls. and
hour and
shit.
20, dude.
You want to call it?
Yeah,
You want
unless
to
you
wrap
got,
it for the
unless you
dogs?
got,
Unless you're still rolling with this fucking...
I'm fucking.
You're firing right now. I didn't... Yeah, true. We don't need to wrap it. I'm
No, I'm fucking. I'm good.
Yeah.
I feel better now, dude. I got that off my chest. That was driving me nuts.
What, the Trump daddy's the best?
No, dude,
Hold on. I got to take a quick break.
let's do it. Let's do it.
Take a break.
I'm in no rush. We back.
We're back, dude. Fucking rip, dude.
I'm fucking
ripped,
I'm
baby.
ripped out, dude.
Do you think that's what I talked about was too...
What?
Yeah, I'm not talking about it.
It's up to you. It's not your world.
Yeah, I don't need to talk about that.
You can sheath your sword for now.
I did fucking unsheath my sword hard, bro. Fuck it. I'll fuck it.
People's gonna assume you said the N word.
Yeah, so I better fucking say it. Listen, to my sister who's probably listening, fucking tune out.
Yeah.
Anybody that doesn't want to hear about me and my fucking thick dong, fucking tune out. But yeah, I fuck it. Now anyway, I took some fucking Blue Chews.
Mm-hmm.
I took a Blue Chew, which is like it's a boner pill.
Yeah, it's a boner
It
chew.
was the first time I ever took a boner pill.
Boner chew.
Yeah.
Is it a chew? Like
yeah.
a chewable
Also,
vitamin?
it tasted like fucking shit.
Well,
They were like, somebody
can't
was
get
like,
a nice boner for free. It's not gonna be a blueberry flavored.
The Puerto Rican rattlesnake was like, they taste good. I took one. I was like, holy fuck, dude, this is the worst thing I've ever had in my life.
It's a Chinese. It's like off-label Chinese fucking chemicals, dude. It's
It was. Yeah, I mean,
it tastes like the bottom of a lab floor.
true. And that's what, like, I woke up today like I feel horrible. It's like, yeah, dude, you ate an edible boner pill last night.
That you bought off a dude you call the Puerto Rican
The
rattlesnake.
Puerto
dude.
Rican rattlesnake, I didn't even buy it, dude. He just gave me a bunch.
Oh wow, that was
Because the Puerto Rican rattlesnake gets them for free
for sure.
because it's a sponsor. So
That's
I did
tight.
his podcast in the morning, and I was like, "Do you have any of those?"
Yeah,
Because now that me and my lady use protection,
for sure.
and it's not enjoyable. It's not as much. There's not as much stimulation for me.
Mm-hmm.
I need some artificial erection.
Yeah,
But when you're in the moment, dude,
that's true.
it's the best.
I actually prefer having sex with my soft penis.
I
get as soft as
I
possible.
did that for 5 years, dude. I just did that for 5 years.
No, I mean like my softest, most smallest flaccid penis.
You just try to jam it
I
in
put
there.
my smallest, softest, flaccid penis into my girlfriend. I'm like, do you love me? If this was my penis forever, would you still love me, dude?
You gotta take this noodle.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's.
I love
we don't
soft,
even need to discuss
soft
this.
Penis. I love getting as soft as possible, dude.
I've had a
Just
ton of fucking semi boner
No,
sex.
I'm not talking about a semi.
I know you're not, but I am.
I'm talking about like a fucking like
You know how-
changed diaper penis.
You know,
I'm talking about opening a diaper and catching a penis like that.
you know how when the fire is gone and you have semi-erect sex in a long relationship.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
ever have that?
Yeah, bro. Fucking
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
get
yeah.
divorced.
You don't
unless
get a failed marriage unless you're having semi-erect sex.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's a good time.
That's your gauge. That's when your dick's going like, get out of this.
That's a good way to let your lady know that you're literally using her to crumb.
They're constantly they're always gauging your hardness. So
I broke the news to her, to baby girl at dinner. We went to dinner afterwards.
What was the news exactly?
That I took a Blue Chew.
Okay. Afterwards, you're like, "How's your eggplant parmesan?"
Yeah, I was like, "Do you like this pad
I've
thai?"
done a chew.
I took a boner pill. No, because we were talking because it works.
Yeah,
like tremendous. It works tremendously. One of the best boners I've ever had. Probably the best boner I've ever had.
One of the biggest, strongest boners. One of the best boners. Yeah, of course. It's a fucking chewable boner pill.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Did you ever take one? Ever of any type? See, you strike me as
scared.
You strike me as a gas station boner guy.
Dude, I do. I'm definitely interested in boner stuff, but I'm like scared. I've told you I'm scared. I'm gonna get I think it's called like a pre-prism, or it's like a boner that won't go down.
Yeah,
I know I'd have to go to the boner ward, dude, and have to get drained. I'm pretty sure of it.
Yeah, because it is the hardest boner you could get. So it borderline hurts.
Dude, I just know myself how I am with like just weird medications, even like shit that I get from like a doctor. I get nervous when I take it. Yeah. So I'm gonna get a boner. I'm gonna have a panic attack. I'm gonna freak out with a boner, and it's just I know it's gonna happen, so I stay away from them.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna get the most erect panic attack I've ever had. I'm like a spirit from Greek mythology, dude. I'll just be walking around like, ah!
She handled it well, though. I was afraid to tell her.
I was like
worried.
Popped a chewable?
Yeah, I was worried she was going to be like offended.
She better not shame you.
She wasn't. She didn't shame me at all.
What did she say? She's like, okay.
She was like, I knew something was up.
You should have been like,
she was like, that makes sense.
Say that again, babe.
Yeah, I was like, something was up. It's still up. I need help. I'm stuck. We're at this
please
Thai
touch
restaurant.
my dick with your shoe?
Yeah, we're at this Thai restaurant. I've had a boner for 7 hours. I need help. But no, so shout out Blue Chews.
That's pretty tight, dude.
If you're like me and your woman's making you wear condoms,
yeah,
fucking go to the doctor and get synthetic.
Or, dude, if you just want to jerk off real hard, probably wouldn't be bad. Might be a little too
I don't
much.
know. That's a lot.
Not worth it.
I mean, if you you enjoy pleasuring yourself,
dude. I'm on.
You get aroused by your own set. You get aroused by your own dick.
My thing is, I don't like to jerk off and watch porn. I legitimately hit the point in my life where I don't like it. But if I don't have sex enough, dude,
I got a Blue Chew in my book bag right now.
I don't want one.
I'm gonna roofie you with a Blue Chew.
Oh my god, I'd be so fucking devastated.
Why? It'll be sick.
I'd be so hard, dude.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Fuck, dude. Imagine if I couldn't have sex too.
Yeah, well, that's what I was telling you. Like right when I
gamble,
I preemptively took one.
Woo.
I was like, this is gonna go well, and like we started hanging out, and it was like, it's not going anywhere. Yeah. We're not gonna fuck right now. Yeah. Now I just have
I wonder if
the hardest boner I've ever had. I'm sitting there like, you want to like go upstairs or something? She's like, I'm hungry. I'm like, fucking eat then. Like, eat now. Hurry up.
I tell you were beautiful today?
Yeah. Your hair looks really nice.
Yeah, if you're on a Blue Chew, that's like probably advisable. You come bearing a gift or something.
Yeah, you have to be ready to go.
Something to bypass the girl brain security guard.
The girl brain security guard knew I wanted it.
Here's a Fitbit, and they're like, okay, sex, and you're like, sweet, perfect.
She could tell I wanted. She knew I was being a pussy brat.
Yeah,
that's the least attractive thing to a girl when you're like, I want to have sex now.
I know.
It's like, ew.
Yeah, they're like, dude, relax.
Yeah.
Unless you come in like, if you had like a button down, but if you like ripped your buttons off your shirt and you're like,
you gotta push her to the ground. You gotta throw her on the ground.
I missed you, babe.
Yeah, that's when Blue Chews work the best.
Yeah, true.
Basically, assault. Take a Blue Chew and assault your girlfriend.
Yeah, come in and be like, a fucking. No, you have to buy something, just flashbang her like frontal cortex with a gift. And she's like, oh, okay, I'll have sex.
Show her flowers, throw them on the ground, and fuck her.
That's
now you're talking. That's romance.
Or bring roses home and just fucking cut yourself with a thorn and tear them up and throw them away. And be like, you're my rose, babe. I bleed for you. By the way, I took a boner pill, so can we please have sex?
Take a Blue Chew and sit on a fire hydrant and be like, fucking cunts, I need help. Please fuck me, you bitch.
Oh, no,
that's definitely what happened. If you took a Blue Chew, you would catcall someone and get stabbed.
He probably actually like crunched forward and got like punctured by his boner, dude. It was like, oh, God, one of those lesbians stabbed me.
That's what happened to Jesus. On the cross, he fucking leaned forward. He took a Blue Chew. That's a great joke. That was a terrible joke. Fuck, there's something else I wanted to say. Now I'm blanking.
You got fucking boner brain, dude.
I got all the blood in my brain is just with this fucking boner.
That's the red pill, blue pill, dude. You chose
Took the
between
blue, dude.
Alpha Brain and fucking Blue Chews.
You're more of
dude.
an Alpha Brain.
Oh, yeah. I chilled out on the taking, not Alpha Brain, but the nootropics I was taking. I had to stop.
Chilled out on the mushies.
No, I take weeks off. Again, like last week was a great mush week, and then
I love that you're willing to fuck with your brain chemicals, but you're like, yeah, I don't know if I can risk a boner, dude.
That's the funny thing, because my brain chemicals, I'm like, well, look, they're not fucking firing well either anyway, so I have nothing to lose, dude.
That's kind of how I felt about my boner.
Hey,
I was like, look, it's not working right now.
anything I know that won't fuck with my heart, I'm like,
True. I was worried about that, especially because that
Yeah.
and then Blue
Party
Chew, I
time.
was like, dude, I might have a heart attack.
You might Elvis out, dude.
If I Elvis out on a boner pill,
you might Elvis out and Marilyn. You might Elvis out Marilyn Manson to the death. You might be found like, oh my god, she ain't got a rib removed. You might be found autoflating yourself.
That should
on
be the
toilet.
fucking Blue Chew logo, dude. Just a dead guy sucking his own dick. It's like, you're gonna fucking die if you take this.
God, I can't imagine when that Blue Chew power goes into a fucking and leaves the Chinese lab and hits Shanghai.
Dude, those Blue Chews. So Louis J. Gomez, the Puerto Rican rattlesnake, I did his show and he was like, "Yeah, we're sponsored by them. I have a bunch of them."
Yeah.
It's kind of embarrassing
Why?
to ask for fucking boner pills.
Ask a man for a boner pill.
It's weird. It's
I had
weird.
I had a dating situation one time. I just couldn't get hard for this one person. One person. I couldn't get hard for them.
Really,
Dude,
and then it's in your head.
It is it is the worst mental spiral.
It is.
I like went out and like hung out with someone else, had sex. I'm like, sick, my dick works. But there's just one person, bro. Someone getting, and I kept trying, and the was like, I'm gonna fucking get hard for her. I just couldn't.
Yeah,
There's something missing.
I've gone
with
through
us.
those spirals,
bro. It was so fucking scary.
Yeah,
I like
sucks.
started jogging at 6 a.m, dude. You start being like, I need to increase my blood flow, dude.
Yeah,
that is the most scary fucking thing. It'll come back. Yeah. I greeted the ghost, dude, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like,
boners, dude.
man,
the boner
knowing
ghost.
that exists out there as a potential problem, I'm like, whew, scary.
The boner ghost. Well, don't worry. There's Blue Chews, dude.
Thank God. Yeah,
that keeps the boner ghost away for 24 hours.
That's something I have decided. If I stop being able to get boners, I'll fully die of a heart attack taking Chinese Viagra. It's like worth it. Fuck it, dude. If I can't get boners, dude, and talk about my government the way I want to talk about them, what's the point of me living, bro?
Point
what the
of
fuck
fucking,
is the point?
That's what America's all about.
Getting hard as fuck.
Getting rock hard and talking about not trusting the government, building some bombs, sending them
Yeah,
out.
dude. Fuck it. Who cares if they work, dude? As long as
Take Blue Chews and build bombs.
this guy, dude, the guy.
That guy was taking Blue Chews in his van.
That might
bombs.
be Blue Chew overdose, dude. It might be like, what's that fucking sleep medication where people would take it and forget Ambien, dude? It might be like an Ambien thing.
A Blue Chew side effect is you end up building bombs for the government.
You end up stickering a van with conservative stickers all over the windows, and you build a couple bombs, dude. He came off like a 4-month Blue Chew bender. It was like, what? What happened?
I mailed a clock to Robert De Niro. Fuck.
I love Trump. Like, all right.
Oh man. Well,
fire him up, dude. That's what's up.
Yeah. I don't know. It's slightly embarrassing, but the situation called for it. First off, like we go out. If I get drunk at all, I can't get hard.
Dude, give me 2 glasses of wine.
I'm done.
Yeah. Give me 2 glasses of wine. My dick sucks.
It's
dude.
nighttime, dude. It's bedtime.
So lame. And if I even can, like, the worst is when you just get like you'll be drunk and you'll even just like somehow like muster up like a have to pee boner kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then you just can't feel your dick at all, and you're like, throw a condom on that.
Toss the condom on.
Peace.
I mean, it's obviously it's a good move for us.
Yeah,
obviously,
for sure. I'm not.
Boy,
I'm just saying I have a hard time, dude. My soldier's been through fucking World War I, World War II.
Yeah, and you're telling them to get back in the trenches.
Yeah,
it's tough to tell them to get back in.
Yeah, it's tough when they're when they've been.
He's already done a couple tours at the Somme. You're gonna tell him to get back in that muddy trench? It's like, nah, dude. You're free. You don't. Condoms are for fucking children.
Yeah, man. My man's been out fucking. He's caught a lot. My man's explored. He's fucking. He's not.
He was down on the southern front of World War II.
my man doesn't want to wear those things, dude.
Oh fuck!
I put one on. He's instantly like, I'm done. I'm like, God damn it.
Crazy.
I told you, man. They're more like something to show. I'll be like, yo, how you feel about this fact that I have a condom on and I love safe sex? I watched the fucking TLC video. Waterfalls, dude.
Yeah, condoms should come with a tab on the front. That's what the reservoir tip's for.
Yeah.
It's not for catching cum. The reservoir tip is the pulley. So
Just
in between
pop it
strokes, you fucking rip it off. And you're like, oh, it must have fallen
It's the
off.
ripcord?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like, you know, remember the Waterfalls video? Where like that girl, when the guy's fucking a girl and she like pulls a condom out of his hand and starts fucking him.
Yeah.
I saw that. I'm like, what a good girl.
What a wife.
What a great
What
fucking
a great
girl.
wife. She's sure she had AIDS.
She had AIDS and she gave
What a
AIDS.
dickhead.
Yeah. Well, they didn't show them shooting drugs.
Well, still, I mean, the fact that she had AIDS and was like, no to that condom.
Kind of a bum move, but
Yeah, especially because chicks, they don't care if you're wearing a condom, really.
no, not
Yeah.
at all.
Doesn't make a difference,
No.
right?
But I'm saying for her, yeah, it was pretty shitty. She had AIDS and
Women
gave him to that
shouldn't
hot
care.
male model guy in the video. But at the same time, you know, thinking about his immediate needs, one could say she was kind of a trooper.
True. You getting some fucking,
Something's happening.
your baby girl's contacting you?
She's sending fucking smoke signals, dude.
All right, we should probably close it then.
Yeah, we're not really
I've
doing
already-
ourselves a favor.
Yeah, this is, we came back and I was just like, you want to hear something incredibly embarrassing about me?
Well, welcome to my world.
But no, just in case everybody's worried, my dick is great.
Oh, dude, I can't.
Thing's
It's-
fully functional.
I love how now that we've done the podcast. Now, I mean, after 100 episodes, I love seeing. There's always like something anxiety-inducing that you put out for yourself, dude. I love.
I
how,
do it every week, dude. As soon as we get done with an episode, I'm like, "Fuck, would I say that?"
You know what
for?
happens, dude? I'm super high in openness, and I think I leak to. I think I infect you, dude. And then you share, and then you go. The fucking mics go off, and you sit there and you go, "Oh Jesus, dude, why did I fucking tell
Yeah,
people?"
you're like the girl in the TLC video. You're like, "Don't wear that condom." And then I wake up the next day, and I'm like, "Fuck, I got AIDS."
You're checking your fucking cheeks. You have rings around your face.
Matt gave me AIDS, dude. I was gonna wear a condom, and he was like, "No, tell everyone about your dick pills." It's like, all right, fuck it. I'm here. I'll talk about
I
it.
might as well. Well, you did set yourself up in a way that I was like,
I
damn,
fucked it
people are
up.
definitely going to say
Yeah.
Shane said the N word.
I was like, should I say that? Yeah, fuck it. But it was just funny because when I went to get him, it was at Legion of Skanks, so it was Lewis, and the whole room's full.
Oh my God.
And he handed me like 20 of these fucking things.
You got a bunch of them.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, fucking don't let people see this. And he was like, everyone, Shane Gillis is getting boner pills from me right now. And everyone looked at me, and I was like, I have to wear condoms. It sucks.
That's hilarious.
And Mark Norman's sitting there, he's like, fatty. I'm like, it's not because I'm fat, dude.
That has nothing to do with it. That's so funny.
Yeah. Good
Fuck
times.
yeah, that was great.
Fun stuff.
We had to give him a nice long epi, dude.
Yeah, they've been craving.
Hey man, we got to give him the EpiPen.
We'll be able to hit an epi next week.
Okay. Yo, bro, I look. You can't hold me to a 7-day fucking wage slave time frame, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's been 9 days. Like, dude. Well, again, I'm falling through event horizons while I sleep. You can't hold me to
Yeah,
fucking,
good luck.
the Christian calendar, bro.
Good luck,
Check
bro.
the moon. You can hold me to the moon phases. That's about it.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking animist, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a fucking enema.
No,
That's crazy.
animist. No. I'm about animism, dude. Recognize that I'm an
I got
animal.
nothing. I got nothing to promote. Other than we don't have anybody that listens in Syracuse.
Syracuse, yeah, sure. What?
You think we get some cute
Yeah,
listeners?
dude. You got some cues.
All right. Well, then Thursday, November 15th.
Wow.
Get to Woody's in Syracuse. Hey,
Not-
look at that.
Is it a gay bar?
No,
Okay.
it fucking better not be.
You better watch. You better get up there. You should do some due diligence. Yeah. I'm just gotta do a show there. I'm just making sure it's not a fucking gay
It
bar.
better not be a gay bar.
I did stand up in a gay bar one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made a girl cry.
Oh, I went to.
They're
That's
very
awesome.
mean.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
They shattered a young female, very funny young female comedian. They shattered her dreams.
Really? What'd they do?
You're not funny,
Yeah,
dude.
it's so
Oh my
mean,
god,
dude.
it was so good.
It's like the gay guy at HMAC that fucking crushed us that
Yeah,
one time.
man.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Every comic that went on, he
He
was
was a
like,
motherfucker.
"Next, you're not funny, sweetie."
He just
I
had
was
like a
"All right,
Cruella
man."
DeVille cigarette. I was
He
like,
really did.
Please.
That's how he talked. He's British.
Dude, these were American, just fucking
just good
street,
old-fashioned-
some street gay guys, dude.
Just American gays.
American, yeah, just some F-150s. These gay guys just like running over rocky hills and mud puddles, dude. They got into the bar. They were
Like a
not.
rock. Oh.
They were fucking sitting there. And this girl went up and was like, "This is a character I've been working on." They were like, "Boo, honey, you're just not funny. Get off the stage." And like, dude, she was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
And everyone thought like, you know, like this, like they just assumed, they wrongfully assumed that gay people were just super woke.
Gay people are the meanest people, dude.
They were mean as fuck, dude. Just all that tea.
I went to the fucking. I was walking past the Stonewall Inn. And I talk about it on stage. I was like, I should probably fucking hop in there and see what's going on. It's like the gay bar in the world.
In New York?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
how was it going?
It was. I mean, now it's like a tourist trap, slightly.
Okay. Got you.
So like, me and Claire went in, and they could tell. Like
they knew you weren't fucking
they
gay,
can look
dude.
at they can look at me and be like, this fucking guy hates gay people, and they're right, I hate them. No, but it's funny because I have a bit that talks about this headline that was like den of homosexuals.
Oh fuck, that's what you talk about.
Den of homosexuals raided, and I was wrong about it because they have the newspaper article clipping right when you walk in, and it's even funnier than den of homosexuals. It's Homo Nest rated. Fucking Homo Nest.
That's what they put in the news article?
Yeah, fucking Homo Nest rated.
God damn it, dude. That journalist was probably like,
what do you call a gay bar?
Homo Nest.
He's
like, send it on the machines, dude.
What did my uncle call this fucking type of thing? Fucking Homo Nest. Types it on a typewriter.
You see that the cut when they do like all of them coming off the mill, and a boy's like, "Hey, count them out on the Homo Nest. Get your copy."
Was your uncle there? Maybe. We have a list of all the men that were at the Homo Nest.
They have like the World Series style, like Homo Nest not rated, Homo Nest rated.
Yeah, the one.
Here, throw the Homo Nest.
They rated it. They finally rated it, boys. All right.
Let's do it, baby.
All right. Praise Allah. That's it.
Yeah.
We're out of here.
Buy
dude.
my book. Buy Overlook. It's
Buy
funny. I say that every
Overlook.
week. I don't ever check the sales, dude.
They're through the roof.
Yeah, it spiked when I first put it
Straight
out.
through the rough.
That'd be funny if I actually was selling a lot. I had no idea. Probably not.
I don't know. It's a great book.
Correct my typo. Send it back to me.
Donate to the fucking Patreon, dude, or
I
you're
haven't checked that
gay.
either.
Or you go to Homo Nest.
Yeah, dude. Else you're gonna
You're gonna go to Homo Nest. The cops gonna beat you up. Donate to the Patreon.
Praise the Lord, I was born to drive boat. Feeling like Slash in front of the chapel. I'm lean back with the Les Paul. Shit I smoke is like cholesterol. Spill dressing on the vest at the festival, the best of all. Had a midget Puerto Rican at my beck and call. Best believe that there was neck involved. Fuck around and almost wrecked the sub. We took acid for 10 days straight up in the mountains. Started running with the stallions. Playing frisbee in the West Indies. Did the tango with my kidneys eyes open. Now I know just what my kids need. Rockin' very loose pants. Yeah, rockin' very loose.